Stay hating on the nigga. Stay hating on the nigga.
Let them hate is part of the game. The truth always remain the same. Let them hate is part of the game. The truth always remain the same. Not here for the stupid allegations. I'm here to make your day amazing. Compared to the dudes you used to hang with, you scared cause you think I'm out there banging. That chick your people sold you. Stop listening, there is no proof. That gossip should provoke you. In the studio laying vocals, but you still accuse me for fucking with that floozy. Naked in the jacuzzi or chilling at the movies. Your peoples need to stop it. Speak on another topic. They always acting toxic. You know they out of pocket. Why would they make this up? They tryna break us up. That's what they hater does. They hating on our love.
Stay hating on the nigga. For no clue, no reason.
Let them hate is part of the game. The truth always remain the same. Let them hate is part of the game. The truth always remain the same. They always in our business. I'm never gonna feel this. They wanna come and visit and talk about a mistress that don't exist. It's ludicrous. She mad cause her man is losing it. Misery will love that company. Tell her my girl lies is bugging me. That chick is not your cup of tea. Don't fall for all that fuckery. Look at her situation with her man Jason. Didn't she catch him with the chick that was Asian? Tell her to take care of that. Come over here with that fucking cat. With her relationship that is whack. Cause her man don't want her back. She's a woman scorned and her heart is torn. Any money bet she gonna start making porn. Let them hate is part of the game. The truth always remain the same. Let them hate is part of the game. The truth always remain the same.
Stay hating on the nigga. Stay hating on the nigga.
Hey, yo, B, what it do though? Council Roundtable sign it back in. Can you comprehend once again, my friends? Huh? Episode 272. I hope I got it right. You know, sometimes I get the episodes mixed up, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all following us on this journey, B. It don't matter. We'll get it right afterwards if it ain't right now. Even when we wrong, we get it right. So it don't matter. Happy Valentine's Day out there to the couples, to the couples out there spreading love amongst each other. Awesome stuff. Enjoy each other. Build with each other. Keep contributing to, you know, what y'all got going on, B. None but positive vibes. Happy Rose Day to all of y'all, B. Spread love. Me, I had made my boo boops a nice steak dinner. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I want some steak. That's what I want. You know what I mean? She loved my steak. So I made you know what I mean, some steak. Had that with some mash, some shrimp, some mushrooms on the side. And she enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Awesome shit. You dig? I seen other people going out, you know. We gonna go out tonight because we just came from having a blizzard not too long ago. Some bullshit. So we just, you know, just kicked it in the crib.
made some steaks, enjoyed each other's company. Oh man, cook it with Sandman, cook it with Sandman, cook it with Sandman. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Bad leg, Black Soul, what to do though? I'm here, watching SmackDown. I took it to the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all way ahead of me. Always start from the beginning, so I don't have to watch no damn commercials. So I just fast forward past the commercials. But let's get to it. I felt like, since today is Valentine's Day, let's talk about Naomi. You know what I'm saying? She's a sweetheart. She's lovely. She's talented. And it's Black History Month when it comes to this old fashioned wrestling. She's been putting in work ever since, like, what, 2006, I think? So why not? Let's do a little history lesson on Naomi, aka Trinity Fatu. Let's get it. Hit that thumbs up too. Don't forget about that. Let's get it. We gonna cook tonight. Trinity Fatu is an American professional wrestler and dancer. She's signed to WWE where she performs on the SmackDown brand under the ring name Naomi. She is one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, alongside Bianca Belair in their first reign as a tag team. In August 2009, Fatu signed with WWE. She was assigned to its former developmental territory, Florida Championship Wrestling, FCW, where she was the inaugural FCW Divas Champion. In August 2010, she competed in the all-female third season of NXT, where she finished in second place. She then made her main roster debut alongside Cameron as the Funk Dackles. Funk is gonna roll. Funk is gonna roll. Somebody better call my mama. Somebody. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, I was low key disappointed, but she made it pop. But when it came to Brodus Clay, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I get you try to give this motherfucker a little character, but it was like, really, you had this dude. Like they try to make him like dancing dinosaur, excuse me, a dancing dinosaur slash a touch of Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, baby. Remember this the first matches he was doing, he was like he will have his opponent up against the turnbuckle, and then he will start like twerking and shit. Pretty gross. But yeah, from 2014 to 2015, she was an on-screen manager for the Usos. You remember that shit? As a solo competitor, Naomi held the SmackDown Women's Championship twice. With Sasha Banks, she obtained the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship in 2022. A month later, Naomi and Banks received indefinite suspensions from WWE after the two walked out due to a creative dispute in 2023. We all remember that shit. We all remember that. And I'm still here for her here for both of them when it comes to that. Man, look at Mercedes now. She got like what, almost every belt? She ain't get pinned yet at AEW. Like people may complain about her, and here and there, rightfully so. They may complain about her, but hey, she's invincible now. And WWE, she wasn't invincible, even though she was one of the best on the roster. Let's move on though. A month later, Naomi and Banks received indefinite suspension. Oh yeah, I read that part. This is when she went to TNA, and she became the knockout champion. Being we all remember that. I forgot who she beat. Who did she beat? They didn't even mention who she beat. It don't matter. She won. But yeah, we all remember in 2024, she had made her WWE return in the Royal Rumble. You remember that, right? Yeah, he was twerking. And he would be like, my bad. They was trying to get that shit over. Yep. Open up the floodgates there. Okay, I'm watching SmackDown right now. Cody and this dude Mac and Savage, they cutting a in-ring promo. There go them floodgates though. Pow! Right there. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, Hacksaw Jim Duggan style. Tati, what it do though? Tati says, thank you for covering Black history while we have a McMahon in office that's questioning teaching Black history to our youth. Yes. Yeah, I'll do this like every month. Not every month, excuse me, like every like February. Last February we didn't get to do it. I think there's a lot going on last year, last February, but I'll bring it back this year. But yeah, other than that, we've been consistent with the Black History Month of wrestling.
It was goody, man.
You
I have a suggestion for bum out of the week.
come on with it.
Like, remember when Mirko Crow Cop knocked the living shit out of Alberto Del Rio?
Nah, actually, nah. Put it in the chat.
I think I did already, but let me re-put it. Give me a second.
Right.
Still gonna be talking here. Just came back from San Diego.
Okay. Yo, my dude King Eric in the building.
What's up,
Yeah, me and my
man?
girlfriend went to San Diego.
How was it out there? What y'all want to go do out there?
Like we went to eat some Mexican food.
Nice.
Then she was working a golf tournament there. So like we went to get the day, so she can get the day off, and we spent the rest of the time at a hotel.
Run up that room service.
Damn straight.
That's
But we need to talk about. Hold on, got it right now. Let me share it. But we need to talk about these ratings.
See, you send me an invite, King Eric. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to practice. I'm practicing the event page because we're officially on StreamYard. So
Oh shit.
Yeah, we officially made that jump. So
let's go.
Like I already
said, we officially made that jump on the Screwball Radio. So I wanted to let people know that we're definitely doing our shows there. And we're going to be hosting the Off the Cuff radio shows probably starting next month. I got to do a few pre-recorded interviews, and we're going to put that content up there. So we making moves out here.
Congratulations.
Invite, my guy.
Yeah, man. But I saw your title, And I had to chime in on this one. I think is the Rock similar to Drake?
Say what?
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the titles. Go ahead, talk your shit.
Well, I will say this, man. I don't think The Rock is similar to Drake because at the end of the day, Drake has done what no other man has done in forms of confrontation, and that's involved the law. The Rock wouldn't do that. Imagine The Rock getting the best stuff
Oh,
on
the
the
Culture
phone by
Stone
John
Cold.
Cena or John Cena. He gonna go in and go try to sue.
Well, reason why I asked that question is the main thing is, they both try to use like their color, I guess you could say. Like, so like, oh, they have black, they have, what I mean, they have black features, so to speak. We
Yeah,
all we all know they're mixed at the end of the day.
yeah.
But they don't really embrace themselves being black until it's beneficial to them.
Oh yeah, totally agree. Especially with The Rock, he pretty much pushed that black side for the past 2 years. he 100% Samoan now.
Yo, hold on, wait. Yo, Jacob was just eyeing the title really hard just now.
Really?
He was eyeing that shit a little bit too hard. Pause.
Remember, Charles behind.
Man, Cody, you gonna have some problems with that one. You better just deal with Solo.
Oh, let that be the Mania match. For God's sake, let that be the Mania match.
Well, Fatu and Cody,
Yes.
it gotta happen. Because I don't want to see John Cena versus Cody. That's like Captain America versus Thor. I don't want to see that happy shit.
Like bullshit versus
Here
even
go
bigger
this
bullshit.
fucking guy. This dude, Solo Sikoa in all white.
But most likely is gonna be Jacob versus Sola. That looks like that's gonna be the matchup.
Yeah. Jacob too good to be giving Solo that shine though, man. Solo don't even look like a tribal chief next to him.
Why this dude is sitting there like? Did y'all see the opening of SmackDown?
2 hours behind.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this dude, like, you just gotta see this shit, man. Oh, whatever. Ballet, what's your thoughts on that shit? Like, first of all, why is this dude Jacob putting his hands all on you, Cody, without you not, like, like they was trying to come towards this dude, Solo Sikoa, but this dude held him back. Like Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu held this dude Cody back, like,
They setting him up, man.
like,
So what's
why?
gonna happen
First
is-
of all, why you touching me?
Like, nigga, you going through me first.
Nah, what it is, I already see the ploy already. What they're gonna do,
What?
they're gonna probably attack Cody tonight. They're gonna look like they're officially back together, and then you're gonna start seeing chinks in the armor by the Elimination Chamber, and then after Elimination Chamber, they're probably gonna
Then they'll pull
officially
the trigger.
break it off. Yeah,
I'm over that shit, man.
it's too
I'm just so
predictable,
over this
man.
bloodline shit. This shit is.
But well, we need to talk about AEW getting under 500 or under.
No, hold on,
under
no. We're gonna get to that. We cooking right now. Hold on.
Okay. My bad.
Because like we see, all right, this dude, TKO about to pull up. What's going on, TKO? Speaking of TKO, we're gonna play this dude exclusive in the middle of the show, B. So stay tuned for that.
All right.
Yes, sir. My song will be played tonight, and Jacob finally said the thing tonight. So
He said he gonna dog walk him.
He said it.
Yes, he said it. Final form has been reached. Oh my God. If this does not lead to Jacob turning on Solo, then this is a waste of time.
Part one has happened.
And they're gonna do that whole Batista Triple H. Cause Triple H, well, what I observed with his booking, he loves to revisit old angles that was from the past.
Yeah.
So he's gonna probably do this thing like Batista and Triple H in Evolution.
And you know what's the thing too? Like it worked when it came to Ciampa and Gargano and NXT.
Oh yeah. That was HBK. That was HBK Triple H.
Yeah, but you can't keep doing that shit. This
Like,
is
see,
Triple H
But he
gotta
hasn't done
step it up.
Batista.
Like
Like, he hasn't done Batista
that's
Triple H
all I'm
yet.
saying.
he ain't. Yeah, man. It's like now, this is the problem. He inherited already made story. It's easy to inherit already made stories, and you can put your little input in it. But when you got to start from scratch and create, it's a totally different ball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, HBK is much better at starting from scratch.
He likes to book the females. Like that's HBK thing. He loves booking the black females.
Hey, he learned from Brett. Tell me
Yeah,
why.
but
I watched Mania 11, right? Tell me why.
No, hold on. Before you get to Mania 11, let's get back to what you was going to talk about with the ratings.
Oh,
Talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
that
yeah,
first.
yeah. Okay. I don't get why, with the roster AEW has, that they're not blowing NXT completely out of the water.
I'll say this when it comes to AEW right now. They're trying to go to the right direction. You know what I'm saying? But people sitting there and say, "Oh, these past couple of shows was great." Like, relax. It's not that
578
serious.
proves otherwise.
It's like it's not that serious. Like it's like when a boat, like you know what I'm saying, on a boat, the tides turn and shit. You don't automatically, go on a quick turn when it comes to the tide. That just slowly builds momentum and goes to the other side of the wave. You just got to make sure you're staring in the right direction.
And
They have a
MJ,
lot to do, but they headed in the right direction. I'll give them
MJF
that.
facing senior citizens isn't it?
He got beef with this dude now. They slowly transitioned to him having beef with Hangman.
I do not
I
trust
think
Tony Khan
MJF
with
and
shit.
I think MJF and Hangman is way more interesting than
Tony
MJF and
Khan,
Jarrett.
Hell
trust me,
yeah.
Tony Khan's gonna find a way to fuck it up.
You said
With
the
that
same
ass.
thing about
Yeah,
same
will.
thing about Hangman and Swerve, dude, and look what happened.
Yeah, true. I did say that.
Okay, they got Trish in the crowd.
I tell you what would be a good storyline. Trish and Chelsea would be a good storyline if they had that direction. Now, what they should have done was that Chelsea should have had a fucking honky tonk man type reign, and then have Jordan Grace go in there and beat her in 15 seconds.
Tati
But I don't
said
think
those
that's gonna
ratings
happen.
don't include the max viewership.
Like, Max is going to add another 500,000. Let's be real here.
So
Max is
so
probably going to add
apparently
like what? Maybe an extra 200, maybe an extra 100,000. So it's really 630 or something like that. 670.
So we combining viewership now. That's what we do.
It's not that.
Like either it's good or it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like it has to be consistently good.
No,
I like
like
I like the pivot. I do like the pivot what they got going on right now. I do. You know what I'm saying? Just got to stay on that path.
I'll tell you what would bring back the viewers. Take the title off of Mox.
But even with
Omega.
that, even with that, it's like they're not just gonna automatically just take it off of him. Now they really got him doing something, huh?
578 gives you a reason to take it off him immediately.
No, I get that, but them not like abruptly taking it off of him. I get them not doing that. They gotta have him getting something more substantial, like with the shit that he got going on with Cope. Something a little more substantial. They got something going on with that.
He's gonna win. Let's fast forward to July. Omega versus Mox. Give Omega the belt. I'm tired of the shit.
They're not going to give Omega a title shot now.
In July?
Because he's mixed up with the Don Callis family right now.
And plus, his next move is going to be against Okada. You know that.
Oh yeah, he is facing.
Oh
Okada
God, they need to
in
do
July.
something with Okada. This dude Okada got the best schedule in the world.
They gave him John Cena money, and he ain't doing anything else.
I swear to God, though.
Tati just told me max viewership won't add 500K. We just can't go by those numbers. Many viewers jumped to max. I did. But again, is it 200,000? I don't think so.
But the thing is that even when you watching on Max, they still be showing the ads. That'd be the bullshit.
They do it with Netflix too.
No, they actually really don't. They will show. You know what they would do? They would show
like 2 minutes of
WWE ads. No, they would
Like
show.
2 minutes of-
Well, around my area, they only show like WWE ads. They don't really show like other commercial shit.
On my where I'm at, they do. So
it's a mix on mine.
But they do. But for my end, they do. But on the bright side, they have like a time as to how long the commercial is.
Yeah, the commercials last about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't last long at all. They'll show like one ad, whatever. Like they'll show like what's that shit that LFG show that's about to come out? What's it? The Future Legends and Greats, whatever.
And then Real America Beer, brother.
Yeah, they'll show some shit like that, and then they'll go right back to the program.
That
Real American beer. Good Lord.
That piss taste beer.
That shit tastes like dishwater.
I'm still waiting for somebody to do a review on that. Did somebody do it already?
No one's that stupid.
Yeah, JD had did a review. Him and Solomon. Yeah,
Are
JD
you
and
sure
Solomon.
Are you sure no one's that stupid? There's the same
True.
people that there's the same people that think that Drake is better than MJ. Come on.
Yeah, oh God. Let's not even get started with that shit. Trying to sit there and say this dude is one of the greatest of all time. I remember that was actually an argument from before.
There's people who think Braun is better than Jordan. So yeah, they're already out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a rant about that album later, but yeah.
Man, people can have that, man. I'm like, they ain't mean, you know, I'm just like this. They ain't my cup of tea, man. I don't own not a Drake album. I mean, he has some slappers here and there, but he ain't never to me been the go-to guy when it comes to my musical taste. So I'm trying to figure out what people see in this guy. Like they put him on this.
Agree.
They put him on this. One of the
goats. I'm gonna just be honest about Drake. My favorite album by him was his Take Care album.
A lot of people say that.
It was
his favorite.
It was my favorite album, honest to God. A lot of it was because The Weeknd helped put it together, but still, it was my favorite. But honestly, people bigged him up like he was the second God's gift to music, but he's not. He portrayed
academics, buddy. Stop sucking his dick. Let's move on.
God. Oh God, it's not just him. It's not just him. It's worse. But
what? Worse than
my
him?
take. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of delusional fans out here, dude.
Huh. Okay.
My thing is, my review on the album is this. Aside from and I posted about it. Aside from 5 tracks, the album sounded like AI. Bro,
guys, listen to Kanye.
It was most. How would you have a collabo album with Party Next Door and it's mostly you?
He listens to Kanye, and Kanye's a poor excuse for a human being.
Jesus.
Tati, I always told you could just pull up instead of you just being in the chat. You know, we're gonna let you talk.
Yeah, but
just pull up and talk your shit.
It's like I never see it. I mean, I can understand even women going crazy over this guy because I'm like, okay, to me, in my generation, he's like Al B. Sure with raps. That's just me. That's just what I'm seeing.
Wow.
Somebody clip that.
That's the first time I heard that one.
Oh my God.
You talk about this guy like he's some type of like an animal behind the mic. Nah, man. I'm listening to it because he have an open mind. And I try listening. I'm like, I don't see it. He got the little melody tone and the whiny shit. I'm like, it's not me, man. Like,
Yeah, he sound like he about to cry here and there.
Ballet, you know what to do. Clip
I'm
that.
I'm just
then
being
they,
honest, man.
then they
Drake was
give the
better. Drake was better being a singer, but even still,
then they give us the narrative of this is what got me about the beef where they said he went against 21 versus 1. I'm like, hold up. You act like he going against trained gunners, man. Like number one, Metro Boomin's not even a rapper.
he's not. He's not at
Funny
all.
as hell.
He's not a rapper at all. That's what people miss.
21 versus 1 people are talking about. Because I was like, Rick Ross, I mean, come on. He makes great
Man,
music.
Rick
He ain't no
Ross came
killer,
out
Mike.
guns blazing. Let's not even do that. Rose came
Yeah,
out guns blazing on this dude Drake.
yeah. Cause see, here's the thing with Ross, he could pick great beats, he knows how to make great music, and he's a funny troll.
Yeah,
That's why 50 Cent hates his guts. Because he can't out
Now,
troll Ross.
now 50 Cent 50 is a Hall of Fame troll.
yeah. I'm sorry. That Gotti Pack line had me dead.
Hold on, let me read Tati comment real quick. She was saying, I personally don't equate viewership with quality of show. Myself and Sandman have great content, but our video views don't compare to the losers on YouTube with thousands of views per video.
That's
There's
true.
importance to ratings, but it isn't everything. True that?
True. I'll give you that. Like I said, like the past few shows have been good. I'll give you that. But
No,
But
I
people,
agree. Like it's been cool. Like when motherfuckers sitting there and say, oh my god, this shit is really good. AEW is back. Let's slow down there, cowboy.
You know
like
what's
And,
crazy?
and speaking
Not
of
with the-
cowboy, I got one more thing to say. Remember, I used to talk mad shit about Hangman. You remember, like, well, a couple of years ago, I used to say, "Oh, this dude's a fake cowboy." I used to talk mad shit about Hangman, but that's my guy now. I gotta give Tony Collins props because for me to look at this dude like a complete joke when he was a heavyweight champion, now I'm like, nah, he's much better now. His character evolved now. I give TK props for that.
but Tati, my what I'm saying is that with the roster that you have, there shouldn't be an excuse good enough to me that will
You
give you
know,
those numbers. There is no
yeah,
excuse.
yeah. And but you know what my thing is though? Everything they're saying about AEW, they said about WWE too.
True.
Like one good show, and automatically people think it's a complete 360 turnaround.
Right. It wouldn't even be a whole show. It would be one segment
A
and
segment.
one good match. Oh my god, WWE is back. Like, what the fuck?
No, man. Like they do it with it. Like this is why I don't flip as much when fans say stupid shit because they've been saying the same shit for years. No matter what the promotion is. They even said it about TNA at one point.
Hey, Naomi qualified for the chamber. Happy Black History Month to Naomi.
That's dope.
Like to me, and like this is just me just being honest here. That a good show to me, if you have in 2 hours, let's say 3 good matches. Okay, Tati just asked me, what numbers do you think they should have? In order for the tie, not even the tie to switch, but in order for a good company to have a good show, everybody must be in agreement. The numbers must agree, and the people must agree. I'm not saying that the IWC must agree because I don't believe in that bullshit. But normal fans and the people watching must all be aligned with each other. That will equate on a good show, or that would equate a good show. Like, does anybody? Do you think I'm wrong here? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go. Y'all not gonna answer him? Go ahead.
Now I hear what you're saying. I definitely don't disagree at all, honestly.
My thing is, I agree with both of you guys. Yeah, when it comes to reigns or whatever, everything is like when it comes to wrestling for the most part, it is completely subjective. But there's certain things where you could be like, all right now, how can you like this stupid shit?
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Wrestling does a lot of shit that's like just that makes you just go like, why? For sure. It don't matter what promotion it is.
But when
And
it
like
comes
I
to numbers, yeah, numbers can definitely lie. They
It's
can.
very
true,
complicated
true,
too.
true.
Numbers are very complicated. Like
Yeah.
sometimes even with AEW's worst shows, they draw the best numbers. I'm like, yo, what the hell? But then when I look at it, a good show that's entertaining, it does bad numbers. So I'm like,
And
what are y'all?
that's why I say, like, when it comes to shit like that, momentum is so important because you could have like one or two good shows out of 10, it's not gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have that, momentum, not momentum, but you will have a reputation of always putting out bad shows. But those couple of shows here and there, you killed it. Nobody's gonna give a fuck.
Like, for instance, I know Grand Slam is gonna fucking bomb. I know that for a fact. There is no question in my mind that Grand Slam is gonna
Damn,
bomb tomorrow.
that bad? Sheesh. He said they're gonna die. They're gonna die.
No. I'm not saying that they're gonna die. What I'm saying is that I know for a fact that it's going to not put up the numbers that a usual AEW event will put up.
I think that was mainly because of the promotion. Like they barely promoted it. They just started promoting it like in the past couple of weeks.
Like, because like they got to look at things like this. What time that the show is coming on? I think it's coming on around here at around 11:30 out here in California.
Oh, so it's coming on in the morning?
No, like 11:30 at night.
That's right, Henny guys. See Naomi, happy Black History Month.
Like, because like you guys said about like 2:30, right? 2:30 Eastern time.
Yeah, so what's that again?
Like it's 2:30 Eastern time, right? 2:30 in the morning.
I don't know. I don't know what time it comes on.
TKO, do you have the no, Toph. What time does Grand Slam start?
It starts at like 10. It's supposed to start at 10:30 after the NBA.
Oh, so that means
Also Saturday night is gonna go long. So let's say 2:30.
So it starts at 9 o'clock out here for me. What's good, Toph?
Okay, so 8 out here. Okay.
Yeah, sorry for being late. Just got in.
We're good.
You good?
I love
Yeah,
that
no
new energy that the Street Profits is bringing right now. They did another one of those Maury Povich style promos.
What the fuck?
That's so random. The fuck?
Maury Povich promo. I'm done.
No, but like people in New York, they're gonna be tired. Like,
Oh man.
like if you put Grand Slam at like 11:30 in the morning, everything would be fine. You're not taken away from anything. I think All-Star coverage starts at about like, I would say like 1:30 in the West. 11:30,
Thank you for
like
making
11:30
us
in the morning
feel
out West to 1:30 in the afternoon, right when All-Star coverage starts. That's the perfect time to do the show. I don't get
Big ups.
why.
Sorry to interrupt you. Big ups, Tati, for making us feel old. Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Tati in the building.
I don't know how the hell you came up with this, Toe, but you're right about Solo looking like he's getting ready for picture day. Because what the fuck?
Yo, man, that sweater I swear to God, I wore that exact sweater in like 2003, 2004. I was like,
Yeah, you
wait,
see,
what?
he pulled up in all white.
I mean, I thought the all white suit was cool, and then I looked
Come out
closer
like
at it. I'm like, this nigga's wearing a turtleneck. Like what?
Yeah, in some cultures, all white means death, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking
that-
like he's gonna try to make somebody bleed, because
especially if you're,
getting blood on
especially
that
if
white
you're,
is gonna make him look more
Yeah.
vicious.
Toxic
especially if
Bro,
you're
it is
Caribbean.
subjective. WWE gets high ratings and their shows isn't great, but it gets a pass every time. People measure AEW's success by WWE's. Y'all never put TNA's that's been around 22 years to those standards. True, I'll give you
That's
that.
true. Yeah.
I'll give you that.
That's
Yeah, good
bullshit,
point.
Tati. I don't agree with that. I definitely put from before. I'll put TNA to a certain standard. Now, I really don't give two fucks, but from
But
before,
like,
I definitely tried to put TNA to a high standard because they had the opportunities to do it, but they chose not to.
Yeah,
but
all I
like to
really got to
me,
say about that is from the very beginning when Grand Slam first announced, and this is a Warner issue. When they first announced it, I thought it was going to be a Max special,
Yeah.
and I have my own issues with Max, completely independent of wrestling in general. But the long story short is, if you go on their website, their corporate website, that is, um, they have gotten a bunch of questions, not just about hey, when you guys going to have AEW pay per
I'll be
views,
back.
but they
All
also
right.
have a lot of questions about sports streaming in general. Like there is a lot of sports streaming that they were advertising for the service that they still haven't lived up to. And every time they answer that question, they give vague responses like, "We're doing what we can, and we'll be there soon." Basically, they don't trust their servers. They don't want a repeat of what happened with Netflix and the Logan Paul, not Logan Paul. What's the brother's name? The
Yeah,
other one.
Jake Paul and
Um,
Yeah,
Tyson.
Jake.
But
Yeah,
I
Jake
thought it would be
Paul.
like
Right.
that though. It was just so much people joining into that stream. That's why it kept
Yeah,
crashing.
yeah. They don't trust their servers, but yeah, I thought that this Grand Slam thing was going to be a Max exclusive, and I do think that they want to go in that direction, but that's not an AEW thing or a TK thing. That's Warner and the people in charge of that particular thing, and I don't know what's going on there. So, but yeah.
right.
Solo's wearing all white tonight, man. I guess he got his wardrobe from Mordecai.
You
Trying
know,
to be like Victor, trying to be like Victor Sweets from Four Brothers, ain't he?
if you're Caribbean, if you to all my
How you
Caribbean,
pronounce that
to all my
motherfucking
Caribbean,
name? How you
to
pronounce
all
his
my,
name? Chiwetel Okafor? His
I
real
don't
name?
remember.
I don't even
I,
try. I
I,
just call him Victor
I,
Sweets.
right.
Uh,
All my Caribbeans, y'all know what all white means. So yeah, if you know,
yeah.
you know.
All right, I'm back. What y'all
So,
talking about?
I was gonna ask Toph a question.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, Toph, two things. One, you might be on the verge of being right with that Christy Hemme story.
Called it.
What?
What?
She about to pull up?
Christy Hemme just got released from TNA.
Wait,
So
hold on. I thought she got released from TNA years ago, decades
no,
ago.
no, she
Her
got
and Josh
no.
Matthews, they both got released.
Well, hold on. All this time, Chrissy Hemme was. I know. Josh Matthews got released, but Chrissy
Christy Hemme,
Hemme,
she was a backstage hand for years.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
backstage hand, all right.
Reg- regardless, she just got the axe. So be on the lookout for that Legends deal.
The hell was
Yeah,
she doing?
Demolition.
Like
Demolition just signed a.
what was she seriously? What the fuck was Chrissy? Let's really be real. What was Chrissy Hemme doing?
Who
You can't
knows?
sit.
Don't
You
know.
can't
Don't
sit
care.
there. Y'all cannot sit there and tell me, oh, she was a trainer or some shit like that.
Like, wasn't she
I'm
like
not.
the social media director or something like that?
Yeah,
A
She could have
social
been.
media director. Okay, fuck it.
she handled
Hey,
the she handled the stuff on social media for them for a while. But yeah,
I didn't even know that. I guess.
she was good at it for a while. But hey,
No, but
But Josh Matthews, I was surprised about that. I was like,
well,
damn.
Josh Matthews' girlfriend works for AEW, so you know where the fuck he's heading.
Who
I
what's
suppose.
Shorty name?
Madison Rain.
Yeah.
Remember?
She's the queen.
She was a great she was a great heel. I'm not gonna lie, but as far as in ring skills go, she was
Yeah,
average at best.
Marky D was right. That chick was like a 4-time champ. As soon as Gail came back, she was a fucking bum. It was
Right. She really was though. Like no lie. But yeah, be on the lookout. If Christy Hemme re-signs a Legends deal with WWE, remember who said it first.
yeah, she got
I-
that Vince money.
It's not that I don't have a positive outlook, Tati. It's that it's a certainty. When you're making good business, like a good business decision, or there are good matches on a show, I will give credit where credit is due. The problem is how they are doing their business practices. You do not put on a show on a busy sports night and a busy wrestling night during the middle of the fucking night. You don't do that. That's not very good business practice. In my
No,
eyes.
I was saying while you were gone, that's not on them. That's Warner. That's the issue.
Really?
Yeah.
Warner be having the channel be having the final say, not real necessarily
Mhm.
TK when it
Like I
comes
thought it
to
would be the promotion, right?
you
No.
Or
would
am I
think
wrong?
Mm-mm.
you would
Well,
think,
they
but
can have say so, but they'll be somewhat in breach of a contract if they was to
Right.
push back on it.
And
pretty
not
much.
just for AEW, but like not just for AEW, but like any company. If the network says do something, like you can say no, but that's not a good look. Like right now, SmackDown's on.
So
Right now,
NBC has
hour
final
two,
say
uh,
on
like hour two is
WWE,
about to
right?
end, going into hour three. Like as annoying as it is to have a 3-hour SmackDown, if you're Triple H or whatever, Triple H, Stephanie, Nick Khan, whatever, and USA says, hey, we want to make SmackDown 3 hours, like you
They
could
can't
say
say no.
no. Well, you can, but like if you say no, like you're pissing off the network, and
Okay.
you don't want to go to sleep with one eye closed. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always good to feed the people that pay you. So most promoters are just going to go with whatever the network tells them, whether they want to do it or not. So
Okay, then. But I got that wrong. I got that wrong, Tati. Toph, I'm that's my bad.
No, you're good. It's all good, man.
yeah,
But hey, so
yeah.
I didn't know either, so
Like because
good to know.
I
Nah, I
thought
knew
that the
that,
network
child. Shit, I've been knew that. I
like
figured
I thought that the
y'all both knew
promotion
that.
No, I
okay,
didn't know because sometimes because there have been times where whether it be TK or Triple H, they have went against the networks sometimes.
hmm They're gonna get
yeah,
there eventually. They're gonna get there eventually. It's just gonna take time. Like they had, like if they wanted to, they could put like all of the Dynamite episodes on Max, but no streaming network's gonna do that because if you just put everything all at once, that ruins the incentive to subscribe. So they're gonna roll it out slowly. They're gonna eventually do pay-per-views. I predict that by the end of the year, hopefully not that long, but by the end of this year, I'm very confident that
I could
AEW
have
pay per
sworn the
views
biggest
will,
number.
will will be a mainstay on Max. What I'm concerned about though is if they put the pay per views on Max, we don't need a UFC situation where it's like you subscribe, but then you got to pay
it's
like
$90.
more for the pay per view. Like no, fuck that.
Yo, dead ass though, 90. Yo,
No, no,
ridiculous.
no. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I have not paid for a pay-per-view or a PLE since WrestleMania 26. Man. So
And
Yeah,
but
I'm
to
gonna
like
get a
me,
broken.
when they came out with the network, it was genius. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
$10 the whole month, and then you get the pay-per-views. That was
Yeah, they should
genius,
have kept.
man.
Yeah, they should have kept it, but shit.
that is my fault, and yeah, I gotta blame Turner for that. But I thought that was the promotions. That the promotion usually has final say when it comes to times and like showtime stuff like that.
Yeah, like it depends on the partnership that they have going on. But for
Okay.
the most part, yeah, you don't want to piss off the streaming service or the broadcast network, whatever they got
Then
going on. You got to
Then what
make
about,
sure
like,
that they-
WWE,
that's how the
WWE
partnership has longevity.
Okay.
yeah, WWE isn't safe either because their agreement with Peacock, last I checked, it ends this year.
They're gonna continue
So
it because
yeah, they're going to
the
continue
way
it, but they're going to continue it. But when they asked
like
the Nick Khan dude when they first started it, they asked him. They said, "Hey, are you guys going to have a UFC model?" And he said his exact words were, "We're not against the idea," which is not good.
they're not gonna do that. They're not that stupid. But yet again,
Hey,
I've been wrong before.
You
don't
keep us.
underestimate the suits, bruh.
Well, them saying that is not like it was a negative response. It's like, it seems it still makes them seem like they're open to the idea.
Yeah,
I
true,
won't.
true.
I
And
won't. I
don't think
won't.
they won't do it. I mean, how many
Yeah.
shows have we seen so far where they keep talking about it's so fucking stupid because I cringe every time? How many PLEs have they done where they keep talking about this is the largest gate and everyone cheers like you fucking idiots? You're cheering about being ass raped. Yay! Don't think fans won't do it.
Yeah, look at my $20 warm beer.
Right, like
But I mean, like that's that's like the point where like I don't get it. You know what I mean? Because like to
How you don't
me,
get
like
it?
no. Like to me, if I'm Turner, right, I would put it at 11:30 in the morning. Out west, I'll put it at 11:30 because because what is going up ahead of what's going on. You know
Well,
what I
one
mean?
thing too that's changed that like nobody talks about, and this isn't just an AEW thing. This is a modern day thing. Like Raw's on Netflix now, right? And this is the big part that like younger fans won't understand. Like you had to have been alive for a little bit longer to get this. Like Raw's ratings, like there was a period where Raw's ratings were getting bigger numbers than like Super
NFL
Bowl,
games.
which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But once upon a time, there was a time when the USA Network had a lot of
It's
channels,
saying
or
you're
not a lot of
not
channels,
connected.
a lot of what's that?
Not you, my dude. My bad. It's saying you're not
Okay.
connected. You
I
probably
think it's
got. I
talking
don't
to
know.
Saki.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. What I was saying was there was a period where USA as a network had a lot of popular shows, back in the
La
day,
Femna Kira.
right. USA had like a lot of popular shows back in the day, but without going on a rant about that, uh, all the shows got canceled, got moved, whatever. So despite the fact that like Raw's ratings were like on the decline, the reality was when you look at, I mean, what was else on USA Network? Like just a bunch of like what Law and Order reruns.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but that's the
yeah,
thing. Like them Law and Order reruns. Them should be like doing like what 5.8s and shit like that. They be
yeah,
raking
I
in
get
mad numbers.
and most of them be reruns too. So
right. And the reason I was bringing that up is
Yeah.
because the reason why I was bringing that up is because when you look at TNT, because that's what Collision comes on. Like when I was younger, TNT used to have like a lot of shows too, just like USA. They don't got shit now. All they
Tati, I
have
still
now is
can't see you. Like I don't know. You probably I don't know. Just leave the stage and come back. You probably gotta do that because it's saying your device is not connected.
I remember, right, when I would turn on the TNT, right? And every single Monday night, the lead up to Nitro was Thunder in Paradise. It's like a long time.
Oh God.
yeah.
Da, da, whoa, Thunder
And
in
then
Paradise.
like after Thunder in Paradise got its eventual demise, it was Mortal Kombat. Either Mortal Kombat or like a like
What
one
was
of
the
like
damn Silver Stockings? Was it Silk Stockings? I mean
Silk
Silk
Yeah,
Stockings.
yeah, or like Silk Stockings. And that used to be the lead up to Nitro. So I knew when that show was over,
Right.
it would be the street. Like the street will come
Right,
on.
we don't
They're like,
right,
okay,
we don't
Nature's
have
gonna
that anymore. Right, and that's something that's lost to like the modern day fan because networks now they don't got shit, you know, because TNT now all they do they just fucking show they show like old Star Wars movies, old MCU movies, you know, it's just reruns. You know, there's nothing else there. So when you look at just how depleted the catalogs are, having any kind of like live sport, which is what wrestling is, the networks love that shit because
Yeah,
nothing else is going to get those kind of numbers.
and
So
it's
that's the other part of
consistent.
it too.
It's
Yeah.
consistent all week, all year round, every single week.
But I
Hmm.
don't know, but like, wouldn't it make more sense though? And this is just me just talking here. But wouldn't it make more sense if it's like if it's at 11:30, right? And then the pre-show for All Star Saturday Night will come on at about like 1:30, which means that All Star Saturday Night will go up against the NXT show, and not up against like up against nothing in particular. You have to match up your best competition up against their best competition. You know what I mean? Or am I wrong here?
Tati, what it do though?
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
It was
what's
good,
going
Tati.
on?
Hello.
Hi. Sorry for crashing y'all show.
Oh
No, you
man,
good.
Um,
You good.
you good?
I just want to say I do support your show, even if y'all don't see me commenting or whatever. I will watch the replays. I will let the whole shit ride to give y'all hours. I do that with all my friends' channels, so y'all can get your hours. I know how
Right.
hard it is to make it on YouTube, but I always support and shout y'all out.
Appreciate
However, Black
that.
Star.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this because even though my content is primarily like AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, I for myself I consider myself a pro wrestling fan. So it doesn't really
So am
matter
I.
to me what the promotion and what's going on. And I personally don't care about ratings. I think when it comes to ratings, we should be leaving that up to the network and the people who do business with the promotions, you know? So for me, there are so many. I watch wrestling from all over the world that people aren't even watching, and the shit be fire as hell, and nobody watching because it's not WWE. All I
No,
ever hear is this WWE loyalty, and I'm not saying you in that sense,
okay.
but from what I
Okay.
see all the time is people are not willing to give other promotions a chance because they're not familiar with who's there. It's not a WWE thing, or maybe sometimes even an AEW thing. And for them, they look at it not being as big as other promotions where it doesn't mean anything. There's times even last year where TNA did under 1,000 buy rates, but did that mean that their show was not good? Hell no. So for me, I don't look at what y'all do in terms of numbers to be quality. This is why, like on my channel, I do try to keep the WWE thing to a minimum because there's a billion people on YouTube, on X that are covering WWE. And at any given time, nobody is talking about like Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. That's why I do reviews on those things to get people who say that they're pro wrestling fans to see that there's a whole world out there where there is pro wrestling and there's good pro wrestling out there. And
So
even
wait, hold on.
watching,
Maple Leaf is still going on. I thought there was only one show.
they have a show in March. It's a 2-night show, just like they did
Like
previously.
it's
When I
only
say
pay-per-views, right? Because like I watched the
so
first
far,
show. Like
so
the
far
first
it's
show was
only like
awesome.
pay-per-view. So they don't have anything under a network right now, which is why they're only doing stuff like that. And while we're talking about Black History Month, because I didn't want to get away from the Naomi thing, we also have Black promotions right now that are really trying to come up that nobody's watching. Ratings don't mean shit. We need to
Yeah.
give these people support too. We got Ashe Wrestling who have shows every Thursday on YouTube that are just trying to get even 1,000 views to watch. Go support that. We have Fourth Rope Wrestling, which is from West
Boom,
Side
boom,
Gun.
boom, 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 boom.
Go support them. This is what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
trying
just
to
had a
change your
match.
mind,
These
Black
dudes just had a
Star.
match. Whatchamacallit, Enzo and this dude. What's my dude name
Yes.
again?
You talking about Zilla?
Zilla, yeah, Zilla fought too.
Yes.
They just had a match for the belt. This dude, Zilla's the heavyweight champion over there.
Absolutely. They're really great wrestling out there. This is why, like, for me, I don't throw out the numbers when I'm watching wrestling because I want to encourage. Because if I sit here and say, well, they didn't get a lot of views, then people are not going to feel like this might not have been a good show if it's not enough views to you. You know what I mean? I don't think that
Yeah.
positively get people to want to support, because now that low number that you throwing out there is kind of telling people you shouldn't watch it
That is
because
shit.
that low numbers mean that it's shit. And then
Yeah.
you literally just came on here and said, oh, I know AEW Grand Slam is going to be shit. Let me tell you something. As a pro wrestling, I've been watching pro wrestling since I was 7 years old. There's not one network that will put
Same.
pro wrestling over basketball. Not one. Not one. As much as I love pro wrestling and find it more interesting than basketball, you'd give me a network that will put wrestling over basketball. None.
TNT did do it in the mid '90s.
Yeah, like in
Like you did.
'99.
Like it was
99, one of the biggest years in pro wrestling.
no,
Right.
not
Come
99,
on.
Like
not
30
99, like
years ago.
96.
Yeah.
Like 96 during the middle of the Jordan dynasty. The
But
lead
in
up.
their but they kind of had an excuse though, because how many times have we said in '96 wrestling was shit then?
No,
Yeah.
96, 97, 98. The
Well,
lead
definitely
up,
in WWF. That shit was ass water.
the lead up to those playoff games was WCW Nitro. Like there
look
was
at
no
all the-
inside the NBA
Yeah,
back
I
then.
remember.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. But look at all the all stars they had back then.
True.
What's good, Josh? And that's how you pronounce it. It's Ashe. I thought it was Ace. I know about that promotion.
Ashe.
Though. It's Ashe.
Yes,
Okay.
they're great. So Ashe, I would say this: they do predominantly feature black wrestlers, and I don't think it's like racist or anything. I understand why they do that, because unfortunately, a lot of these wrestlers are not getting the opportunities that they deserve in other promotions where it's predominantly white wrestlers, or they're not as flashy as the Latinos who are wrestling in the ring. You know, we have like really great wrestlers who are putting in the work but not getting the TV time, not getting any titles. And this is why it's important to have these other promotions that are not getting great ratings like everybody else, because these people are able to live out their dreams by people who give a damn to watch where they're at.
I agree.
Like to your point, Tati, I did watch MPW, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. And that match between Josh Alexander and Takeshita was probably one of the best matches I've seen outside of the Big Two.
They might have a round two because Josh Alexander's word is going to AEW.
Yeah. He's about to go to AEW. Yeah.
Perk.
They had
Perk
really great.
Alexander.
They had really great matches on that show. Personally, the best match to me was Takeshita versus Mike Bailey. It was
they had a
one
good
of those
match.
things to dream about.
Yo, that
One
What's
of
match.
those
going on with
things
Mike
about.
Bailey? I thought he was going to AEW. So he's just over there now?
Well-
I mean, are you mad?
Well, I'm not really. You know, I'm glad he stalled out on AEW because that was always
I'll
the
look
big
him up.
rumor
I'll
that he was
see
going
what
to
he's
AEW.
doing right now.
There was another good match that I saw the other day. I think it was Mercedes versus Giselle Shaw, and that was a good match too.
That was on that show as well. Oh, no. Mercedes and Giselle? Or you mean Athena versus Giselle?
Oh yeah. My bad. Athena.
Athena
versus
Baby,
Giselle.
I'm watching everything. Okay,
That's how you know-
this is
Yeah,
why I
that's what
do
you
what I
know.
We going
do,
hard, bitch. We going
because
Yo,
it's
she knows. She
really
knows.
important. Really important. You know, that's why I say, if you're a pro wrestling fan, it's not gonna matter. None of this shit's gonna matter. Y'all gotta support. This is why, you know, on my channel, I'm telling y'all, go ahead and watch these promotions. Like, if it starts with word of mouth, and then people will become loyal to the product, and then the ratings and the viewership will come, you know. So, you know, just saying,
Yeah, like
hey,
you was the one that had me. You was the one that was catching me up on Ring of Honor. You know what I'm saying? Because
absolutely,
you know what I'm
hey,
saying?
bro, there's like
other than that, I wouldn't know what the hell's going on in Ring of Honor.
Absolutely. There's like me and 6 people who got the fucking subscription. But guess what? They got some good shit on there. Okay. I promise you, you'll find some great stuff. Last night they had Takesha versus Tommy Billington. Tommy Billington, oh my God. You don't know.
That's on Bulldog son. Who's that again?
No,
Um,
no,
Di-
Dynamite Kid.
Dynamite
Dynamite
Kid's
Kid's
nephew.
son.
Yeah, Dynamite
Like
Kid's kid.
Dynamite
Yeah.
Kid.
His nephew. He is amazing. He's amazing. You know, Ricochet was on there last night too. Like so many great things. Jay Lethal, they never got this nigga wrestling on AEW, and that I'm not happy about. But he put on a really great match last night with Mason from
You know
MXM.
what? They need to get his ass away from Jeff Jarrett like ASAP.
Absolutely.
Hey, an update on Mike Bailey. Officially, he's a free agent. He his profile was removed on the 2nd week of November last year. So, just an update.
Okay.
So he's
I think that's
basically
NXT.
Well,
Me
that's
personally,
not
basically-
bad, bro.
so he's basically turning into what's his name? Zack Ryder, but I forgot what he was.
It's possible he
Cardona.
could just be taking a break. You know, you don't know.
I mean,
Or-
shoot. I mean, let
Or he
him-
could be
let him-
pulling. Or he
let
could be
him play
pulling
the
on
free
Cardona.
agent card. I
Yeah,
mean,
Matt
let him
Cardona.
play the free. Yeah, let him play the free agent card. I'm down for that.
I ain't gonna lie. Cardona needs to start winning some matches now, though. He's been on a losing streak.
He
But
ain't
again,
gonna be hurt. He ain't hurt by it.
And
I-
Tati,
it-
again,
it's not a good look. I'll say that. He's on a losing streak. That's not a good look.
I would say
Yeah,
like
pretty
free
much,
agents shouldn't rush to sign contracts. Y'all see how things
Mhm.
are going with all these releases, because once you put that pen on the paper and you signed your life away for X amount of years,
your life
you
belongs to
can't
them.
get out of those things.
Yeah.
You know, when you're a free agent and you are working with a promotion based match by match basis, you get a chance to get a feel of every promotion before you come up with the decision on where you want to be permanently. So
Like,
no
to
rush
me-
for Mike, no rush for Josh.
Yeah, the
Like, to
reason
me-
Ricky Stark signed so quickly was because he felt like he was wasting his prime years. I'm like, I hear you, dude, but the industry has changed, bro. Like, as long as you don't do drugs, you'll be all right.
Well,
Like, to
So-
me-
Ricky Starks, he wanted to get used. He didn't want to leave. He said
Right.
it just came to the conclusion when he was like, "Look, if you're not gonna use me, just let me go." And that's when this dude TK got spiteful.
Like to me,
Mhm.
to me, probably one of the best indie runs that I probably ever seen was when Shelton went to ROH. And he brought the world's greatest tag team to ROH. That was probably his best run.
Only seen
Probably
highlights. I
true.
never really watched it thoroughly.
Oh my
but I've
God,
only
you
seen
have to watch it. Them, the world's greatest tag team versus the Briscoes is probably one of the best tag team rivalries I ever seen in my life.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat as Tati. Sandman already knows my story. You know, I've been doing this independent shit for years. You know, I was a TNA guy for a long time, Ring of Honor, New Japan. I was like in the mid 2010s, I was staying up to like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. like every single week watching New Japan shit. I got a lot of people on Lucha Underground, was watching NWA. I was watching MLW for a bit. MLW was kind of cool, but they fell off. They after Fatu lost the title, I was like, yeah, this shit's getting kind of lame. Then all they had was like Hammer. Now Hammer's gone. You know, so but yeah, but
We don't
basically
know where the
just
fuck
be-
Hammer is at. Where the fuck is
Then
Hammerstone?
Bischoff, well, Hammerstone has surgery, knee surgery.
Oh,
About
yo,
a
we
month
trying to
ago.
figure that shit out though,
Really?
Tati. Like for weeks,
Yeah.
it's like where the fuck is Hammerstone?
Bro,
Yo,
I
we looked it
literally,
up.
I'm
We
not
had
gonna
looked it
lie,
up
I
from before,
literally,
remember? And it didn't
bro, I
say he was
literally
injured.
forgot. I literally forgot about
Even-
Hammerstone. That's
even if
crazy.
he's hurt, like that's still no excuse because when he was healthy, they had him in the fucking pre-show jobbing to Kazarian. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? I like
Not after
Kazarian.
surgery.
Yeah.
You
Like,
about
I'll
to cash
tell
that
you-
shit in, B. That's gonna be so funny.
I
He deserves to be heavyweight.
Does
champion.
anybody know if Bischoff owns any part of MLW now?
I think he
I-
does.
I think he's
God,
the GM,
look.
isn't he? He's
God,
the GM,
look.
right?
Yeah.
He produced a show about a month or so ago that was shit. Like,
No,
if you
like,
didn't even
He's
know,
still there,
I
Tati.
mean,
He's
it's
still
Eric
there.
Bischoff. I mean, it's Eric
on-
Bischoff.
good luck.
But
Good
on
luck.
screen, he's the GM, correct?
I think so. Yeah, like these dudes just had a triple threat match. As a matter of fact, it was Matt Riddle, Alex Kane, and the former champion. It was that Japanese dude. I forgot his name.
Now,
I
no
Kojima.
want,
lie though.
I
Y'all
want
Kojima.
know,
to.
no lie though. I think Alex Kane might be the most underrated guy there. Like, no lie.
That's the guy. That's the guy I want to see sign. I want to see Alex Kane sign somewhere.
He
Yeah,
got pinned in a
That,
triple threat. Matt
I
Riddle
know.
pinned Alex Kane. I'm like, what?
but Alex
Why
Kane,
would you do that?
See,
Alex
the
Kane is
Learning.
exact moment.
old.
Hold
WWE
up.
time.
The exact moment I gave up on MLW because I started watching them like at the very beginning of 2020, like right when AEW started, and I was watching them like every week. Um, the moment when they fell off the hill for me was Contra was like the dominant heel faction, where they were on
Right.
some like Wyatt family type shit, like with the dark segments and the codes and the backstage vignettes, like
Oh
because
hell,
I forgot how
Contra.
I forgot how long like Fatu was. He was champion for like a long time. It's like over 2 years or
Yeah, he
whatever.
was like the longest
Um,
reigning champion there.
right. Then Hammer beat him, and I'm like, okay, cool. I like Hammer. And then like Raven showed up with like this new group of misfits, and like I
So what?
like Raven, but they were doing the exact same thing Contra did, like the dark segments, like the breaking into feed. I'm like, bro, y'all just did this for like 3 years. It's the
Raven's like
same shit.
54,
It's
isn't he?
just
And
right.
not
It's
only
just
that,
copy and
Raven
paste.
could barely move. Raven would just stand there.
Right. When
Yeah,
they
the
did that,
years.
I was like, they got nothing left. They got nothing left. All they had was like the Alex Kane dude, and I liked him. Then they had him lose. I'm like, why did you have him lose? So
But
I
to
don't fuck with them
me,
anymore.
I'll tell you the exact days I stopped watching. I stopped watching some independent promotions. ROH. It was when, for like a little while, I stopped watching because like they stopped producing shows during that pandemic, and I stopped watching then. But I came back when it was the when it was why am I forgetting their names? It was not the
You got to get it together, B.
that Bray Wyatt group that they have.
The Y6.
What,
Excuse me, the righteous? I don't think so.
Yeah, there you go. The Righteous.
Righteous?
The Righteous versus dude from the Undisputed Kingdom. Not
Matt
Cole,
Taven.
not Bennett. Taven. There you go.
His name is Matt Taven.
That's what I came back. I came back when
You gotta say
when
the
it was
full name.
Taven. When it was Taven
Right,
versus
like a Tribe Called Quest.
when it was Taven versus Vincent. That's when I came back. I stopped watching NWA. I never came back when Tyrus won the title.
That's when everybody stopped.
Y'all gonna stop hating on the dinosaur, B. He's not a normal human being.
Look,
He's a
He
dinosaur.
I'm
sucks.
sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, man. Charlotte Flair is out of here looking like a piece of plastic wrap. Like, what the hell, dude? She looks unhealthy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Her thong was hella baggy at the Rumble.
Do you see
That's
this?
why.
Her stomach is peeling.
I didn't get
ain't-
that far yet.
What?
I'm up to the part when they had a in-ring segment with Shinsuke Nakamura, The Miz, and this dude LA Knight.
She's
That's
on
why.
a chair. She's on a chair talking down to Tiffany. She literally looks like fucking Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, what are we doing, bro?
You know what?
That's why
I'm
Andrade
done.
said,
That's
"Fuck
an
this
insult,
shit, I'm out."
dude. That's an insult to
Fuck this
Yu Yu
shit, I'm out.
Hakusho. Don't do that.
Call it Genkai though. I'm done. For y'all Yu Yu Hakusho fans out there, y'all know she was decrepit.
Yeah,
Like yo,
she was
Toe.
actually interesting.
Oh, I do wanted to point out something too. I don't know if anybody might have remembered this. This might have been like in 2022, maybe 2023. MLW had an opportunity to actually be on TV. So
Really?
Vice TV, they're the ones that do Dark Side of the Rings and Tales from the Territories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was when they were doing Tales from the Territory. They would come on Tuesdays, right? They gave MLW an opportunity to put their show right after that. Obviously, all the wrestling fans may stick around from watching Tales from the Territory to watch MLW. The show was great. Here's where they fucked it up.
For fucking that up.
They had a halftime kind of show with Dave Meltzer. Dave
Oh,
Meltzer is
God.
wasted 30 minutes of our time talking about WWE only. There was nothing about MLW, nothing about any of these guys and girls. Everything was WWE for fucking 30 minutes.
Stop
And
playing.
then they took them off.
So you couldn't have.
Wow.
So you couldn't have. 'Cause I know that MLW has good broadcasters. Like you couldn't have one of their broadcasters, like talk about the lead up to the show or something like that, or have like a pre-show or something.
I don't know where Dave Meltzer came from in that situation.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
really
I
don't know.
don't think
He fucked it up.
MLW has any good like commentators or like who's at the table, the commentator table. Like they don't really have anybody.
Anymore. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like you couldn't bring no. Like you couldn't hire like a Bully Ray or something like that to do the lead up.
No, because he's contracted. He's contracted to
Wasn't he with
WWE
TNA at that time?
Yeah, matter of fact, you're right.
He was open, right?
Was at Impact. Yeah, he was.
Like he was busted open, right?
He is on Busted Open.
This was like
I can't
22
stand-
or 23. One of the
I can't
two.
stand Busted Open, man. That's just a WWE Mark channel. Fuck those guys.
Yes, it is.
True, now they are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, them dudes is crazy, B.
Yeah.
The takes these motherfuckers be having is like
They got exposed.
I'm convinced Mark Henry is on dust. Like, how the hell you say Charlotte Flair should hold both titles at WrestleMania?
Why you remember that shit?
Good.
When did he say that?
He said that just
Recently.
recently, bro. Oh my god.
What?
I'm like, what is
My
y'all obsession with merging titles? Like, did y'all not learn y'all lesson with Roman Reigns?
Yeah. My favorite
Jesus.
part
You're
of
not learning
Busted
your lesson
Open
from
was
Brock
when, my favorite part of Busted Open was when Swerve checked Bully. I know Sandman and I were laughing about that. It was last year they were advertising Forbidden Door. That was the show where Swerve had the match against Ospreay, and it was the Dave Lagretta cuck, that fucking guy. Bully, Swerve, so they're just talking, everything's good, and they're doing a rundown of the card. And Bully, he caught himself and he was like, "Okay, Swerve, so let's talk about your premium live event." Then Swerve like corrected him and said, No, we have pay-per-views.
wow, mad disrespectful.
Right, and then Bully rolled his eyes, and Swerve is like, no, you're gonna call it what it is, which is a pay-per-view. And then like Bully reluctantly did it. Like you could see in his face that like Bully like didn't care at all. He didn't care about Swerve. He didn't care about the pay-per-view. And it's like, dude, if you don't fucking care, why are you even wasting our time? Why are you wasting Swerve's time? Right. That's why I don't take those fucking dudes seriously. Like it's very clear he's in a WWE paycheck. He's drinking their Kool-Aid. So it's like if you're drinking their Kool-Aid, just fucking talk about that. Talk about Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and like leave everything else to people who actually give a shit about it. So
like to me, and like this is just me just being honest here. Swerve, other than the Hurt Syndicate, Swerve is WWE's biggest miss by far.
Yeah,
he wasn't even there. He wasn't even. I disagree.
He didn't even make it to the main roster.
Yeah. He wasn't even there.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling it their biggest miss. Other than the Hurt Syndicate, Swerve was their biggest miss. I don't know who do they pick over Swerve. Like I know the person
they picked Austin Theory over him.
That's what they picked. Bummy Dollar.
They picked Austin Theory over Swerve, bro.
Oh my god, that's even worse. But if you think about this, and this is what pisses me off about WWE. If you want a storyline for Melo, Swerve versus Melo would hit right now.
Oh my god, I would have loved to see that match. Melo versus Swerve. That would have hit. That would have definitely.
Oh, had them as a tag team. I wouldn't mind them as a tag team.
And each time I
would put them on
Melo,
Raw. You have
Melo.
You have Street Profits on SmackDown. You have Melo and Swerve on Raw. I won't even mind that.
And each time I see Melo, I go like there's something missing here. Swerve would have been the person that was missing.
Oh, Melo finally won a match. Oh my goodness, it's a snowball in hell.
Wait, guys, I'm gonna use my Scooby. Hey guys, I'm gonna use my Scooby-Doo detective glasses. Something's missing with Melo. They dropped the ball with the Hurt Business. They missed on Swerve. I wonder what the reoccurring pattern here is.
It doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Follow back, don't see color.
You're right. It doesn't matter. The fuck out of here.
But again, I
Like
keep
I
on
said,
saying
bro,
that.
Bianca's great. Like I said, man, Bianca's great, but she's a fluke. They had no plans with Bianca. She just lucked out into her spot. You know, the
Like, to
kids love
me-
her, the girls love her.
She's
Yeah,
marketable.
Bianca's gonna be fine.
Like to me, there's two people that they better not miss with. They better not miss with Lash, and they better not miss with Obafemi. Because those two
I agree.
are freaking stars.
Omafemi, I've said this before, as someone who doesn't watch NXT anymore, Omafemi is pretty much like their last chance because every other black talent they've missed the ball with, like that was stupid on their part. But you could argue, well, WWE didn't make them. They're not Triple H guys. They're not Shawn guys. Like they're not from the system. He's from the system. He was born and raised in their system. He's their guy through and through. So if
it
he
should
gets
be no
called up,
excuse.
right? So if he gets called up and they fuck him up, then that's when you kind of have to like just raise your hands and be like, okay, Paul, like you don't know how to fucking book black people. Like we already know he doesn't know how to book black people, but when if they fuck him up, that's where the defenders have to just admit, yeah, we got a problem
that's
here.
their moose. Obafemi is their moose. If you think about it,
Yeah, he is.
if
He
you
is.
look at them together, that's their moose. Book
As
him like
long
he's
as-
moose. The
As
fuck?
long as Obafemi doesn't do the spear, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't do the spin. I totally
His
agree.
pop-up powerbomb. I like his pop-up powerbomb. He has a good one.
But this is
I'm
what we're
down.
gonna do though. We're gonna slow it down real quick. And I'm loving the momentum of the show and all that. We're gonna play my guy TKO's exclusive track, B. This is what we're gonna do. Let them know what we about to fire up.
Yes, this is my brand new song. It's called On Your Body featuring Zeke J and Geo. R&B mixed with Afro beats. Holla at me.
All right. Let's get to it, B.
I kind of like the way TKO said yes. He said yes.
We're gonna come right back after this quick break, B.
That boy Gio.
Yo, T Breezy. What we say?
Let's go.
Get y'all easy. Yeah.
I'm looking at you from a distance. Got you on my mind, baby girl, please listen. See you over there hanging with your bestie. I can see your halo, shorty, come bless me. She got a waistline like water, so hot, made me wanna give you a daughter. Damn shorty, you know what you doing. It's a win-win, ain't no way we losing. So fly from your head to your toes, ride or die for sure. It's all about you, I don't play no games. I don't waste time calling you my lady. I like her, I like you too. Bring it back, I'ma make it do what it do. Send it my way, girl, whatever you like. Looking so good, it feels so good.
And you look great. Tryna make you mine, oh, but it ain't too late. And you know you're fine. Always stay on my mind. Tell me you gon' pop for me like I will for you. I better show you my love, it's so real and true. I won't waste your time, no. I'm on your body for sure.
Dip on your body like cocoa butter. Your body wet up like you, they in the shower. Ever fresh, ever clean, girl, you not sour. I was sitting for you long like Eiffel Tower. Take out my camera, video in the hotel room of Canada. Put you on my Snapchat and my Instagram. Me no care where your man say. Me no give a damn car, you have the attention. Bad girl like you deserve a detention. Want take sitting and chubby in your center. Matter of fact, where you appearing for. Forward of my place up a Washington DC, turn you from a side chick into a wifey. Black president, make everything nice, E. You the baddest chick, yeah, that I see.
And when you moving, and you look great. Tryna make you mine, oh, but it ain't too late. And you know you're fine. Always stay on my mind. Tell me you gon' pop for me like I will for you. I better show you my love, it's so real and true. I
Hey, yo, B, 1 2 1 2. That's TKO on your body. Make sure you get that shit everywhere, B. We not gonna play with it. For y'all Valentine's Day lovers out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hear me? Let me see if I can hear y'all. Talk y'all shit.
That was great. I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Thank
Alright.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, good song, man.
It took me back to 106 in the good old days, bro. Good shit.
What is this a park?
Right.
We got TKO off the new joint.
Exclusive.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for real. Get it on all streaming platforms. I'm dropping the music video March 3rd, so be on the lookout for that.
Alright. And we're gonna play this shit again when we close out the show. So stay tuned for that too.
Well, I do have a question. I have my second question for Toe. Do you want to
To who?
rant now or do you want to rant later?
Oh God.
Good question too.
Michelle
man.
McCool is
Toph,
in the WWE Hall of Fame.
we got a new segment for Toph. Toph Truth Serum.
Oh man, Tati, you chose the Roar show to join today.
No, that's good because that bitch stole my man. That's good. I'm all
Yikes!
ears.
Oh my
She's actually
god!
here at the right time, as a matter of
The
fact.
right time. Mm-hmm.
And when I was at work today, I got a notification on my phone. TKO tagged me on it. I'm like, oh cool, it's probably like a new song or something. And I see this washed up bitch, Michelle McCool, talking about the
You
Hall of
added the
Fame.
washed up bitch.
Yeah,
Golly.
this, you know what? No, bitch is generous. She's a fucking whore. That's what she is. Okay.
God
Listen,
damn, dude.
listen. No, she is, bro. She's a whore, bro.
It's
Listen,
a Toph Truth Serum. Let him talking shit.
listen. I've been at peace with it for many years because she fucking disappeared off the face of the earth for a long time and let the women's division grow. So I had no problem with it. So early today, I said I was a big TNA guy, which I was. Okay, so to those who don't know, okay, the Styles Clash, that's literally the name of the move. AJ made that move. That move did not
Yep.
exist before AJ Styles. Like
She
that,
took the
like
move.
years before, like back when the idea of like AJ and Joe and any TNA name being in WWE, like that idea was like laughable back then. Like back in those fucking Raw versus SmackDown games that I don't play. You know those creator wrestlers where you can give wrestlers like moves. Like the
Yeah.
Styles Clash was in those games, and the move was literally called the Styles Clash. Okay, he made that move, and that was her
Wasn't
finish. But
Daniels?
she called it the Faith Breaker. She called it the
Daniels
Faith
was
Breaker.
Daniels was the motion cap for one of those games, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the motion capture for one of those games, right?
Yeah.
So McCool started using the move. She called it the Faith Breaker. She was interviewed. This was like back in, the 2010s, 2010, 2011. And they're like, oh, like, do you watch TNA? Like, are you an AJ Styles fan? And also, AJ is a religious man. Michelle McCool is a religious woman, allegedly. Wink, wink. So it's like, oh, so are you just using the move? Like, are you inspired by AJ? And this fucking bitch had the audacity to say she never heard of AJ. She didn't know about
Wow.
TNA. She said,
You
"Oh,
you
well, what
you
did
good
you?"
you good over there, Tati? Like, because there's
No,
a
I'm
lot of
listening. I believe her
okay.
because you would have to
Let
be a wrestling fan
let,
to
let
actually
Toph
know who
keep
AJ
going.
Styles is. So I
Let him
believe
keep
that.
going. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Go ahead.
Right. So she's like, I don't know. I've never heard of him. I've never heard of the move. I'm like, okay, well, where did you learn the move then? And she wouldn't really give a clear cut answer. Because again, it's his move. No one else in the wrestling industry used that move. No one used it except him. So she's using the move. That means someone else saw him use the move and said, hey, here's this cool move I saw. I want you to use it. And okay, then that means you have to ask, oh, well, okay, well, where did you see the move? So I find it really hard to believe that you didn't know that. But that it doesn't stop there. It gets worse. It gets worse. So then they
Really?
team her up with Layla, right? And they do this
Right.
whole thing called Lay Cool. Listen, Layla is great. She's amazing. But as much as Layla's great and as much as Lay Cool was cool, the whole thing was a ripoff of the Beautiful People.
Yep.
It was a ripoff of it. Now, here's the thing, right? By modern standards, and here's the part that a lot of modern fans are not going to get, okay? By modern standards, in the year 2025, the Beautiful People, it's like whatever. Okay, two females, they're a faction, no big deal. Okay, don't think about it with 2025. Think about it in like 2007. Okay, girls don't have factions. They never did that back then. The most that you would get if you were a women's wrestler is you'd be a manager or a valet, like in a fucking group like Medusa and what was the Dangerous Alliance, China and DX. So they rarely did female factions in the 90s and the early 2000s. So like the Beautiful People and like 07,
they were a tag team. They weren't a faction.
They were a faction because it was Angelina Love, it was Velvet Sky, it was Madison Rain, and it was the other chick, the Von Erich. She wasn't very good.
I consider a faction more than two.
Yeah,
people,
they were a faction, and they had like their own segments.
Wasn't that more?
They had
wasn't that like 08, 09?
Yeah, it was before Lay Cool was a thing, so it was a very big deal. Like Beautiful People was like one of the, like, you can say whatever you want about them, and they weren't good wrestlers. It was like one of the very first like ever like woman factions featured in any mainstream company like ever. They were getting like weekly TV time, interviews, storylines. Like it was a big deal. Everything Lay Cool did was just what the Beautiful People did. So like you fucking steal AJ's move, and then you steal a TNA idea. And you're talking about, I don't know what TNA is. I never watched. And then all of a sudden, you get a push when you start sucking Taker's cock. Get the fuck out of here. You were never good in the ring. You were never good at promos. The only reason you got the push is because you were white, you were blonde, and because you were fucking Taker. And here's the kicker. The absolute worst part. The absolute worst part is they're putting her in the Hall of Fame. All right, for the sake of argument, I'll pretend that she's a Hall of Famer. All right, let's just pretend she's a Hall of Famer. The biggest push she ever got in WWE was with Layla. Lay Cool. They were a dual package. Layla was just as important as Michelle was. So you're telling me she's a Hall of Famer, but Layla isn't? So by that standard, that would be like TNA putting Angelina Love in the Hall of Fame, but not putting Velvet Sky in the Hall of Fame. Fuck her. Fuck Taker. Fuck everyone that ever trained him. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Hold on, Black Star. Let's let Tati go. Know what's going on, my dude, and then we go from there.
Okay.
Well, damn.
That's that
like,
true serum right there.
Stop it, she's already dead.
Yeah, one of those situations. I might be a little biased because she's sleeping with my man, but honestly, if we're talking about careers, I don't think she deserved that. I really don't. I don't think she's made much of an impact. And the reason, and when you going back to the Styles Clash thing, I was saying that I probably could believe that she didn't know about it because she wasn't no damn wrestling fan. A lot of these girls around this era were not wrestling fans. They were coming on to wrestling to kick off modeling careers, video vixens, whatever the hell they were, and didn't really know anything about wrestling. That could be true. Could be true.
Layla was a cool pick, though. Layla was a cool
chick. I like Layla. But in terms of receiving a Hall of Fame induction, I don't see it. I'm
more annoyed that she got a Hall of Fame induction before Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
That will be the person that I would be upset about. Victoria and Jazz will be the two people I'll be upset about.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's who you are associated with. Obviously, Taker being one of the biggest WWE people, it's not surprising that she would be in the Hall of Fame. But in terms of her career, I don't think she deserved it.
Nope. Was good, Anubis?
Well, a lot of people on there don't, to be honest.
There's a lot of people already in the Hall of Fame that don't, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I can name.
I just wanted to. I was just gonna say two things. First female faction I saw was in All Japan Pro Wrestling back when I was a kid.
and it was headed by Dump Matsumoto and Bull Nakano. And then they had like a whole group of just heel wrestlers. I think
That's
Audra
why the
Kong was
Bull
in there too.
Nakano.
And then
Bull Nakano
the other,
used to bully motherfuckers.
yep. So did Audra Kong, but Audra Kong kind of had to because she was a black Japanese wrestler, and they didn't respect her, so she had to beat them up back then. As far as the Styles Clash goes, only thing I'll say is this: that wasn't his move. That move was originally called the Crash Landing by Crash Holly. People just don't remember.
Hello.
Oh, rest in peace, Crash.
And Crash Holly was in the WWE.
Oh, yeah,
Before
yeah,
AJ, yeah.
Decades
But he
before
rarely
AJ.
did that move. If you think of it, he rarely did that move, which is weird.
He was too small.
It's totally true, but I remember that like well because it was the
Nah,
I
you're
used that
right.
move all the time
You're right. That was
in the video game.
one of his finishers. Yeah.
You know, the crazy thing, he never really did it a lot though. That's the crazy part. In fact, if you go back and look at Crash Holly, he never really won with a finishing move.
Nope, it's very
Because
rare.
he was the Houdini of hardcore.
It was his size. Pause. He was too small for the move.
But
to me,
is he really that shorter than AJ?
Yes, he actually is.
Yeah,
by an
Is
inch.
AJ like 5'8"? Like AJ's like 5'8", isn't he? Or 5'9"?
AJ's 5'8". Crash Holly was like 5'6".
Really? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chris Candido, his finishing move was the blonde bomber, a freaking power bomb off the top rope.
Top rope, right? Like,
and he was short too.
5'6" from 5'8" is not a much big difference.
He was big
though. Vince was still around back then, and we can't have small guys, doing that. So
I remember back in the day. It was 1990 when I first started watching wrestling. I was 3 years old at the time. I could barely talk in full sentences. So what I did was that in preschool, because I started going to preschool when I was 4. In preschool, I would talk like wrestlers would talk.
Like, would you use cutting promos?
Basically. And like I would say stuff like "rest in peace." Like I'd say shit like that.
You trying to end up in the system talking like that as a kid?
Like I would get in trouble on a weekly basis saying shit like that.
I bet.
Man, we all got in trouble at one point doing something that involved wrestling.
And like every single time I would watch early 90s, late 80s wrestling, in like the mid 80s, that shit was hardcore in the mid 80s. When you look at NWA, WCW, NWA, when you look at the matches that Dusty had, that Flair had, that Steamboat had.
Was Magnum TA still around at that time?
In the mid 80s, yeah.
Because he had some brutal matches too. Steamboat had some aggressive matches.
Yeah, man, the 80s dope is unmatched, bro.
And like to me,
and then in the 90s, they moved up to steroids.
Yep. And like to me, Steamboat and Flair, Steamboat and Flair, that wasn't Steamboat's best rivalry to me. His best rivalry was actually against
Macho Man.
No, Stunning Steve.
You think so?
Stunning Steve Austin was his best.
The Dragon Slayer, the Dragon Slayer storyline.
Yeah,
that's a different take. Okay,
like you look at his matches. His matches against Austin were the best matches I've seen in WCW. Like nothing can top those matches to me.
I ain't gonna lie. Interesting take. I low-key would have loved to see Steamboat versus Stone Cold.
Like,
you sound mad muffled, my dude. We sit against TKO.
Yeah.
You sound muffled.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
Barely.
Okay.
Sound like you're underneath the covers or some shit. I know it's
My-
Valentine's Day. You got your new song and you underneath the covers and all that.
Man,
Baby, I
I was
gotta
gonna
do this
say,
podcast real quick. I'll be right
if
back.
I was,
All right.
listen, if I was with somebody right now, I wouldn't even be on it.
I was
Wanna
gonna
be
say
on
you sound
here.
like you're in a. I was gonna say TKL. You sound like you're in a Sonic water zone. You know.
Man,
What?
I just walked.
You have to get
I
bubbles real quick.
I actually just walked past somebody's AC, so that's my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, what
All
you were
right.
saying from before now, you sound a little better now.
No, I was just watching this triple threat. That's all.
But like to me,
Fucking Jacob Fatu about to go nuts as always.
Yeah, Jacob, yeah, man, look.
Put
Jacob
the
about to
rocket
He's a
put
on,
SmackDown
superstar.
on his back.
man.
He's a
Put the
superstar.
put the rocket on this man soon.
Promo, good in ring work, everything.
Yo, he beat up Roman Reigns with a fucking medical boot. Damn it! I'm never giving that a
Yeah.
match. I'm never giving that a match.
Yeah,
Yes, I
man.
remember. But he was the best part of Contra in MLW. Like he was the
Yeah,
one
he
you wanted to watch.
was.
His promos were so nasty.
Him and my dude Mad's crew. Those are my
Yeah.
guys.
Speaking of Jacob Fatu, that's my throwback match for the night. Jacob Fatu versus Alex Kane. Look it up.
Ooh. Yeah, Alex Kane, that's when he was on the come up, man. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Alex Kane now. He got some type of rivalry going on with Bischoff. Like,
I don't know why. This is the same shit Bischoff did in WCW. He wants to coach. He wants to coach and play in the game. This is why.
Hey, what happened to the other dude, man?
WCW is doing a fail.
What happened to the other dude? It was a big black dude. I know that's not very specific, but he was in MLW. He was really good.
extremely not specific.
dude,
I wasn't narrowing it down.
You talking about the tall dude?
No, he was the one that was feuding with Alex Kane. He was tag team champions with that other guy, the one that was with NXT, and they told him no.
Nduka. Yeah, Nduka.
Yeah, but it was another dude. I can't think of his name. He's really good though. I gotta look him up. I'll look up his name now.
Yo, yeah,
What the hell is that?
that was Anubis.
Is that a
He over
race
there.
car?
I guess he's watching a drag race over there or something.
This was like a motorcycle or something.
What's that? Fast and the Furious? Jesus.
Like it sounded like a motorcycle.
But I know who you're talking about though, Tove. They were tag team champions, right?
Yeah.
They was called. I think the tag team was called Hustle and Grind or some shit like that. And it was a fat dude.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. Like, 'cause when I first saw him, I was like, wow, this guy's like bigger than Keith Lee.
Oh my God, Calvin Tankman.
I think that was
Did you watch the Collision?
Calvin Tankman is who you're talking about. Big dude.
Yeah,
from
where is
MLW.
Oh yeah, Calvin Tankman. Yeah. That's his name.
Yeah, where's that guy at? Where's he at?
Ooh. I haven't heard from him in a while, so I'm not sure.
You don't sound
He's
like
really
the chief
good.
of the team is.
Yeah, because I remember he was feuding with the Alex Kane dude. I was like, yo, these guys got potential.
Now, Alex Kane,
When they lost the tag team belts, he just like.
Yeah, he lost to as a matter of fact, he lost to the Samoan SWAT team. Yeah, because Fatu was there that night. Man, that was in 2023. It's been a minute. At the beginning of 2023.
I missed a few matches. Heck, I didn't even know Richard Holiday was back in condition again.
No lie.
His cancer's
I remember when they won.
Yeah, he's in remission.
Now, no lie, I remember that match because that was the same night Fatu won a belt too. So they all won it in the same night.
Giving
real quick, congratulations to Chris Bay standing up and walking again.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for that video real quick. That was great. That was really good to see him.
And on his birthday too.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
That was his birthday?
Happy birthday, Chris Bay.
Hey,
Glad
since
he's
it's big,
walking.
real quick, since it's Black History Month, how many black wrestlers had to do the scissor kick for a finisher?
I think
A
only
lot.
Booker T did. A lot, but I think
Or as a main move, Art. Let's see, there was R-Truth, Booker T, Alicia Fox. It seems
I
like
think
WWE loved the scissor kick.
I think Finn Balor did the scissor kick once.
Yeah, I
Was it
don't
New
remember
Japan?
that one.
I think
think he-
R-Truth has the best one though. That spin he puts on it, just amazing.
Now Booker has the best one.
Yeah,
I mean, of course he does, but yeah, I don't think
I
anybody
just
else.
like the way
does it.
R-Truth looks.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody else does it though. So
Well, it
Nah,
used to be a staple.
Naomi didn't Naomi win tonight with the scissor kick? I think she won
No,
tonight with
she
the scissor
she
kick.
she did the flip RVD used to do. You know, she
oh
does
yeah,
the
that
moonsault off
split,
the ropes.
that split leg, that
Oh,
split
spin
leg.
like a
move.
Yeah.
moonsault.
Oh,
It's
split
actually a
leg
nice
movement.
move. Yeah, she looks good when she does it. That should just be her finish. She should keep that.
Real
I think
quick.
that's always been a move. But yeah,
Real quick, I watched WCW Uncensored, right? No, not Uncensored. It was Super Raw. Yeah. Super Raw, right? And the power bomb that gave Hulk Hogan, that shit was nasty.
Jesus.
Okay, there's a video of Bay.
Yeah, go right here.
Chris Bay is up and walking again. That's a good look.
Good shit.
God is good, man.
Yeah, because I remember seeing him in Vegas, and I was like, he's got something. He's got something.
I like
Yeah.
his finish name. His finish, I think it's called like the Art of Finesse or something like that. It's a nice name.
Yeah, I like that name.
Yeah, him and Ace Austin are a fantastic tag team, man.
I'm telling you, man. I know that they just started walking again, but the one match that I want to see that we're never going to see is ABC versus Fraxium. I really want to see that match.
Yeah, me too.
It's
But
never
it's
gonna
like,
happen.
I think, I don't think wrestling's in this near future right now.
What's
Yeah.
the prognosis? Like, have they said he'll never wrestle again, or?
I don't know. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It
Take
does suck,
take it
man.
one day, one step at a time.
It really does suck
Wrestle.
because this dude right now was just struggling to be a solos wrestler. That dude Ace
Yeah.
Austin, he's not
It
really.
sucks.
Yeah,
It really sucks.
he needs
Ace
this
Austin
dude
ain't that
Chris Bay.
bad.
Ace Austin's not bad, but he's just not in a position to be a solo act right now. He's been in a tag team for so long.
He's better than the Christ brothers.
No, I think
yeah.
what it is like he's a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler. That I think that the problem that TNA has, and they're gonna forever have this problem, is like they got some good X Division wrestlers, but like you know
Their
how
main
people
event
look
is still
back
fleshed out.
fondly. But I was really, you know, like how people talk about like that one OVW class of like, you know, Cena, Orton, Batista, Lesnar, Shelton, you know, whatever. Like everyone talks about how like that was like the best developmental class like ever. The problem TNA has is like people are gonna forever like compare every X Division wrestler to like AJ, Joe, and guys like that.
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, they don't
Yes, they
have like
need it.
those X Division wrestlers that can transition into that heavyweight scene. They just don't, you know.
I agree.
The last
Ballet
guy-
says Solo packed up Braun. Oh man, he about to go right back on the injured list.
I mean, Jacob Fatu could pack up anybody on his own, but yeah.
I'm telling you, he about to put SmackDown on his
God.
back, man.
Oh God, Solo just spiked Tama, and Jacob is pissed. Do
Oh,
it.
time to die.
He's the unhinged werewolf. We need to see some werewolfiness.
Cody being sucked into the bloodline vortex. This guy just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to leave, bro. He wants to stay forever.
This
Oh, for real?
motherfucker is up to what? What chapter is this in the book?
Chapter
Everyone's
19.
talking about
Trinity.
Or chapter
Everyone's
20?
talking about the Jericho vortex. Now the bloodline vortex is way worse.
Chapter Infinity. That's what this is. Shit, man.
Infinity
It
Wars.
don't make no damn sense.
And just
Well,
like
I read a manga called Berserk, and that's on issue number 379. That damn book came out when I was like 5, so I ain't got no problem with long storylines. The newest issue just dropped today.
yeah, but I told you the only way I'm accepting this is if Jacob turns on Solo. That's it.
Like
That's the
best,
only direction this is going.
like to me, the
Yeah, he has
best
to be kind
storyline.
of an on his own kind of guy.
But to me, the
Okay.
best storyline from start to finish, in my eyes, and this is just me just being honest here, I think Flair Macho Man was probably the best storyline from start to finish.
Up, Damian Priest. Damian Priest is in the chamber.
My favorite storyline is probably Manami Toyota and Aja Kong.
Your
Really?
favorite storyline is who?
Manami Toyota and Aja Kong.
Who?
Well, that's Japan stuff, right?
Yeah, that's all Japan, I think. Right? All Japan?
Yep.
Hey, that's your favorite storyline?
Women's pro.
That's your favorite storyline of all time?
They had war. Yeah.
Wow. I guess.
Now, once
out of everything that's ever been going on in wrestling history, that's your favorite. That's your favorite rivalry right there. I guess.
Yep.
Like to me, the best part of the Flair.
I could go when worlds collide. No, I said I can go when worlds collide also. Any of locals, but I don't know. That was my favorite storyline, personally. I thought the Andre Hogan thing was corny, plus Hogan had already pissed me off. I told you that story.
That's fair. I mean, my favorite storyline was Okada and Omega, where they got to the road bandwagon.
Like to me, nothing would top Flair Macho Man when he said, she was mine well before she was yours. Woo!
I'll say this, and I'll stand on this hill. One of my favorite storylines was Luger and Tatanka.
What?
Oh, that was good. That was good.
You damn right. That was a really good storyline.
It ended so corny though.
But I saw it coming a mile away. I'm like, of course Tatanka's gonna sell out. Vince McMahon's that kind of ass.
But that's the thing. We can say that shit now, but at the time, it was a genuine surprise. Let's not cap and say you ain't think like because Tatanka was a really big hero at that time.
95 glasses. That was a big shock. Yeah.
Yeah, Vince was laughing.
No, my aunt told me. My aunt told me because in Chicago wrestling, who was always at the Roosevelt Horizon, she said he's going to turn on the white guy, and I'm like, there's no way. And then I just had to believe. I'm like, trust me on this.
They made it look convincing. They made it look convincing. Remember, it was times where this dude Ted DiBiase. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. It sound like you at the Grand Prix.
I'm near a freeway where I sleep, but
like when you listen to the show, just mute it real quick, and then when you want to talk, just unmute it. But what I was gonna say was like, you know what I'm saying? You seen segments when this dude Ted DiBiase was going into the locker room. This dude Luger locker room. Remember, and then was like, oh shit, we found out Luger really sold out.
With the money duffel bag. I remember that.
Yeah. I remember we still didn't get an explanation about that shit. Like, why the fuck was he going in there with a bag full of money? What's the explanation behind that? It's 2025. We still got an explanation.
If anybody,
we still don't know why Rikishi ran over.
Rock.
He did it for the Rock.
Man, y'all know, man.
For that, he did it for the Rock.
Man, y'all know Vince was a sick fuck. He was laughing his ass off when he booked Tatanka turning. Yeah, I'm gonna have this Native American
Tati said what?
Turn heel. Right.
Y'all seen that picture of him at the Super Bowl, right?
He looks better, honestly. He looks better.
Yeah, the weight of the world is off his shoulders.
What's your thoughts about that pic, Tati?
He looks smaller to me. He looks.
Yeah,
what is he like? Is he like 70 or something?
I think it's mid 70s.
Mid 70s. I mean, for him to have kept up with a muscular build this far is kind of impressive. That's probably the nicest thing I'm going to say about Vince McMahon at this point. But I was kind of surprised to see him looking like that.
Muscular build. He created the fountain of roids.
But he like
he's
he was talking
79
about it
years
at the
old.
halftime show.
79.
Yes, he's
He's
79.
yeah, he's about to be 80.
Holy shit. Okay.
We were saying it at the halftime show. We were saying that he actually looks happy.
Yeah,
I was
he did.
mentioning
He did look better.
Yeah,
If I was a billionaire, I'd be happy too. If I was sexually assaulting people and not in a jail cell, I'll be happy too.
Well, I hope you're not sexually assaulting people.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, like, this dude literally committed all these crimes, and he is not
little by
crazy.
little, he's getting off. Little by little, you see,
bro,
this
he
shit?
got a foot in the grave right now. Okay, doesn't even matter at this point.
That's why he racked up all that bread. He like, man, look, I'm about to put all y'all kids through college. Let me walk.
That man Vince was having sex with anything with a pulse. So,
and don't forget all the covering up of murders.
I knew
Rainbow
that
scandal.
Bro, I knew that dude was a creep when he made out with all those women on TV. Like, come on, that
The
was
first Rain Girl.
I guarantee you, if Layla talks, that's ball game over. If any of these Diva Search girls start talking, that's ball game.
Christy Hemme.
Tiffany Stratton finally has a match. She's having a match right now. About time.
And Tiffany Stratton's about to fight. Is going to fight Charlotte at Mania. That's confirmed. So.
Oh God.
Ballet said Vince is worth $3.2 billion.
Holy shit!
This don't make no fucking sense.
Right? He ain't got nothing to be crying about. He's smiling. Look at all that money.
If any person,
he's friends with fucking people like Trump. Trump got a whole bunch of weird ass niggas in the White House right now. He don't got nothing to worry about.
You got fucking Linda McMahon in this bitch. Good lord.
If any person matches Toph's picture other than Tony Khan, is Vince.
He's really running the country like a fucking reality show, though.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Linda McMahon sitting over there at that thing she was doing the other day. Triple H ass sitting behind her, like as if he want to be in front of the hard cam, and supporting this bitch who's talking about, well, we have to see about this Black History Month thing in schools. What do you mean we have to see about Black history being taught in schools?
Yeah, man. That clip you're talking about, Triple H was fighting for his life to not spit that water bottle. He thought he was on camera.
Yeah, I was saying that shit. Like when he took that motherfucking sip, you see it in his eyes. He had to catch himself. Like, oh shit, I'm not on the ring.
Yeah, did you see how far Shane was from Triple H? They were like opposite ends.
Wait, it's funny that now that you mentioned that, she was like, "Oh, I'd like to thank my daughter, Stephanie, her husband, Triple H." She thanked everybody, and she said, "And then Shane." I was like, "Holy shit, they hate this guy."
She ain't thank her husband or her ex-husband.
I don't think she mentioned Vince, but Shane was the last person she even brought up, and Vince McMahon has had that same energy toward Shane McMahon as well.
Why do they all hate Shane?
Triple H more than Shane. Like,
I'll tell you why. They don't like Shane because I've been saying this for years. They don't like him because he's the only one of them that's clean. He's the only one that's never done any crazy dark shit. That's how it is when you have a. That's how it is when you have a, like, I'm being serious. Like when you have a fucked up family like that, it's like cops, right? You know, corrupt cops and shit, like Training Day, you know, they like it when you do the same shit they do because it makes them feel like you're part of the team. You see what I'm saying? If you're not part of the same time they are, then they feel like you're not part of the team. Shane, so like, you can't find any like real life. Like I know that Rumble he booked was shit, but I'm talking like real life. In real life, Shane's clean. He's clean as a whistle. Like no DUIs.
So let me get this straight.
No drugs. Nothing.
Let's get this straight for everybody in the chat here. In the McMahon family, the black sheep is the one that is doing good. That is the good person in the family, not the one that's the evil person in the family.
He's got no bodies. He's had no heirs.
We all know what a black sheep is. Black Saw.
Yeah, he has no affairs. He hasn't cheated on his wife. No secret children. Like he's
We
got
don't
like
know
you
that
said.
though.
I
Oh,
got
I
one.
think
I
it
think
That's just,
women's.
that's just as far as we know.
Right. So
I got
he had
one
a
thought.
clean reputation, and as far as you know, but we really can't tell. In my opinion, that whole family, whether if you participated or you just knew what was going on, that makes you guilty. I don't think Shane McMahon did not know anything. I think he did know, but didn't want to be part of it.
Yeah,
Yes,
Trips and
right.
Stephanie.
I agree.
He's not going to
I
speak
agree.
out against his family, though.
I agree.
Trips
I
and
think that's
Stephanie
why
are
he
guilty
left
by
WWE.
association,
I
basically,
think
right?
that's why he left.
No, I know
WWE
Stephanie
all those
knew
years.
shit.
No,
Triple H
guilty
knew
by
shit.
association by like they let it happen.
Right.
Hmm.
I think
Well,
that's why
yeah.
Shane left. Back then because he saw what kind of time was going on. Triple H can play
And
stupid.
came back.
Yeah, Triple H
I
can play
think that
stupid.
Shane and
He can't be a
Stephanie
father.
got
He
it
can't be a
on.
brother-in-law and not know what kind of time Vince is on. He clearly
You
knew.
said what? What he just said?
I think Shane and Stephanie got it on.
Oh my
Got on what?
What?
You know what I mean?
Incest.
I think it's happened a couple times that they don't talk about. Because every time they interview him and ask him about his sister, he's like, "Well, she's hot," and I'm just sitting there going, "What's up with that look in your eyes, homie?"
I think you might need to switch pictures with Toad.
No, I think they did. They probably talked. They're like, "That's not how you kiss. This is how you kiss. Come here, Shane."
No, I get a lot though. Like I was throwing them accusations out there when they came to Vince. Like Vince did give up those weirdo vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was times like she'd be sitting on this dude's lap with a short skirt on and they kiss on the mouth. I'm like,
he was really into it when Kurt Angle kissed.
yeah, I'm like,
Like,
what are we doing here? What's going on? It's just getting a little weird now.
And like I always said this, that the reason why Triple H had his heart episode, as they call it, because Triple H saw saw his kingdom falling down.
Yes,
and there wasn't a fucking thing he can do about it.
And I did a rant about that shit years ago. It was like a couple of years ago. I'm like, yo, y'all holding back all this resentment on this dude Vince, and y'all don't want to say nothing. Y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all just gonna sit there and let him just do what he does, just ruin shit all around y'all. Y'all not gonna say nothing. Seriously, this is what we doing?
Power.
Like he saw his kingdom falling down, and once you see that,
of course that broke his heart.
Yeah, the stress is gonna take over.
He gave up a lot to be in that position. Like literally,
point, you don't want to say nothing because all that shit that was stress. If you're not gonna say, you're not gonna go like spaz, or you're not gonna, let that energy out of your system. That's what causes strokes and heart attacks and shit because all that shit's festered in your system.
Like he sat there and stood quiet for decades. That stress catches up to you.
Yes.
Who are you talking about?
Trips.
This dude Triple H.
No, Triple H was in it. He didn't just sit there quietly.
Of course,
he sold a lot of himself to get there.
We're talking about like the shit like with NXT and what Vince was doing with NXT, and basically just let's really be real. Like NXT's never been the same ever since Black and Gold.
People don't talk about this enough. Like this dude Trips was attending creative meetings as early as '97, years before the Stephanie shit was even happening. So this dude had political aspirations before he was even like a decent mid-carder, So when he married Stephanie, that just elevated it even more. But it's like y'all saying, like there's no way you marry into the family and you don't know what kind of time Vince is on. Like he clearly knew. I think it all added up. I think it was, more evidence coming out. Triple H and the talent he built up, Vince burying them. AEW was on the rise at the time. I just think collectively it all added up, and it led to his cardiac incident. I've noticed that about white folks. Not trying to be racist, but I've noticed white folks have
a
a habit
cardiac
of
incident.
they have a
He
habit
had
of
to go
using
to
other
the medical
words.
facility. The
Right.
motherfucker had a
That's-
heart attack. That's what he
Right,
had.
yeah, they have a habit of using other words that don't sound as bad. Like just fucking call it what it is. Like he was literally he was on the verge of having a massive heart attack. That's what it was. They
Like,
don't
I
want to say
guarantee-
that. But
Like
yeah,
I guarantee you, Triple H was on his deathbed and Vince said, "Life sucks," and then
You ain't shit.
But remember when he sat in on that creative meeting and they were talking about like Kurt Angle beating him, and they said, "I don't know if people would believe that Kurt Angle could beat me in a wrestling match." And I think it was Pat Patterson said, "Well, why don't we bring him in there and see if he can really do it?" Triple H like, "Yeah, okay, you can go over."
I remember that. I remember that story.
Yeah.
Wild.
did y'all
like,
see
I
that?
remember.
Did y'all see that clip of Bully? He's being buried on Twitter. That's funny.
He's
Really?
just getting his little TV time. That's what that is. This why we were saying earlier, like Bully Ray, I knew it. When I see, and there was a point where Busted Open was actually kind of tolerable to listen to. And then after a while, certain things start to change with the narrative, with how they view everything outside of WWE. And all of a sudden, it just seemed like they were being so much more biased, especially like around WrestleMania time last year. And then from
But it
there,
makes no
shit
sense,
just
though.
hit the fan.
Like it makes no sense though, because like Bully Ray and TNA, that was his best work. Like, why didn't he get TNA?
It was.
Yeah, see, that shit got to his head though. That got to
He's
his
always
head.
been like that though. Even in the Dudley Boys,
And
he's
Trey-
always been that way.
And I know for a fact that he had a fallout with Devon. Apparently, they passed it up, and they're like on speaking terms, but they're not close anymore. But there was a period in time where Devon basically told him to fuck off. So I think that should tell you everything.
Yeah, and that's crazy because him, it's like well, I like listening to Mark Henry talk. I haven't kept up, but I always like listening to Mark Henry. I don't care.
He
Seems like a
saying
solid
stupid
dude.
shit too.
He switched it up too.
He switched up,
put
man.
a couple of dollars in front of that nigga, and it'll make him dance. That's what Mark Henry is on right now.
That's why I love New
Mark
Jack.
Henry's on.
I wish
New
you
Jack
would
never switched.
I wish you would have heard what I said earlier about Mark Henry. Man. Him and that
Dang.
Entertainment too.
I was at work. Valentine's Day at a restaurant. It was crazy.
Like the one thing about New Jack that would always baffle me about him is that I can't believe he did not spend multiple lives in prison. Like he didn't have like multiple life
He had a
sentences.
good support system, B.
Because the person is my ass.
Remember that song, Ballet? Bands and make them dance.
It is true. Mark Henry, he was one of the reasons why I was kind of holding on to Busted Open, because he was, so this is around the time that he was still with AEW, and he would kind of like book AEW on the podcast, and I was like, man, this guy should be sitting at the table with their creative team over there in AEW. He would actually be a voice of reason.
When he stand up? When he stand up for Jade and like the guys that he brought up?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're in Busted Open, right? That's what he would do.
Of course,
I mean,
he do that though.
he seemed to have been fair at some point, but now, especially now that he has obviously some affiliation with WWE, it's switched out. I'll never forget that time when what show was that? When he was upset when Asuka was dancing instead of getting out of the ring for Bianca and Jade to celebrate.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I forgot the show though. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's that WWE money. Once you get that WWE money, you just start doing stupid shit. Like Booker outside of WWE, Booker just kind of keeps to himself and he doesn't talk about anything. But then Booker with WWE, he'll just be defending some of the dumbest shit they do because it pays the bills, I guess.
No, I don't listen to his podcast anymore either because he switched it up as well. Nothing but biasness. He to be fair.
But to be fair, but to be fair, like Booker T is probably like one of the best dudes in wrestling.
Oh, sure, I respect
just,
Booker. You know, I just wish that like listen, like if you're in it for the paycheck, be in it for the paycheck. Just be subtle about it. Like that clip that went viral of him like on what's that app on the phone where you order food? Not Uber Eats, the other one. DoorDash? Yeah.
DoorDash.
Yeah, he was ordering
We ordered
DoorDash.
DoorDash, yeah.
He was on commentary. Like that dude didn't care at all. Like, come on, bro. Like at least pretend to be happy to be there.
Like the funniest Booker T moment was when Michael Cole said, like, you went to the bathroom. Booker T was all like, I thought the show was over.
Did you ever listen to Stevie Ray's podcast? He had one for a short while.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
he still does it.
Yeah. I like
I didn't
listening to
even
him
know.
talk.
He basically talks about like the wrestling injuries and certain spots that look like they could break some bones.
Yeah, the episode that went the most viral was that one where he talked about whacking Vader. No Diddy. That was pretty serious.
Whoa.
Wait, who y'all talking about? Y'all talking about Steven Richards or y'all talking about Stevie Ray?
No,
Stevie Ray,
Richards.
Booker T's brother.
Stevie Ray.
No,
Oh
what,
no,
not-
he's talking about Stevie Ray. Y'all talking about
I think he said Stevie Richards podcast.
No, I said Stevie
No.
Ray from Harlem
Oh, they
Heat.
said Stevie Richards. Oh, Stevie Ray. When it comes to him, we actually had interviewed him. This dude King Eric was on the show earlier. We had interviewed him. Like real cool peoples.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to hear.
Mhm.
Like
And,
the good news
he,
in wrestling.
He's more laid back and shit. Like, but I told him on that interview, I was like, yo, my dude, you being the leader of the NWO was bogus as fuck. I'm not gonna hold you.
The slap
Well,
jack.
did you remember? Like in the earlier episodes, he said he kind of checked out caring about WCW when they didn't respect him enough. They didn't respect them enough to tell him that they had fired Sherry.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, because he's like, we were doing a good thing, we were getting there, we were getting over, and some stuff happened, and they didn't even respect us enough to tell us that they fired Sherry. No talk, no nothing. We had to hear it from the grapevine. He's like, and after that, I kind of checked
They
out. I just
did.
did whatever they wanted.
They did pivot it though very nicely when they added Jacqueline to the tag team.
Miss
I
Jackie.
prefer Sherry. Sherry just worked with them perfectly, especially when
Yeah,
you can see the look of sympathy on her face when he said, "We're coming for you, nigga," and you can see Sherry like, "Oh, sweetie."
I've always said that Harlem Heat is the greatest kayfabe tag team of all time because they were so convincing that everybody really thought they were from Harlem. Nobody questioned it.
Right?
Nobody knew they were from Texas.
One of the
Sherry was
best-
so
Yeah,
bad.
me neither. I was a little
Sherry-
disappointed when I figured out. they
Right,
was from
Sherry
fucking
was so
Texas.
bad. I just assumed she was mixed. I didn't know she was a white girl. Like she was like white, just pure white, not a single drop of black in her. But she played the character so good, you would never know.
One of the best.
I'm telling you,
one of
that's
the best
kayfabe
reveals.
team.
One of the best reveals was when Sherry came out with the Zach Morris phone in her ear,
Right.
and she was revealed to be Harlem Heat's manager. That was probably one of the best reveals.
Yeah,
Sister
Harlem Heat
Sherry.
had everything. Yeah, Harlem Heat had
And they
everything.
had the
They had a cool
Theme
entrance.
song.
They had the fire. Yeah, they had a great theme. They had great the flames. You know, they're both tall. Like they just look like two dudes you wouldn't want to run into in a dark alley. Like they checked every box you could possibly want.
No, real quick, in the Shockmaster box, right? The two people that the three people that you would watch and laugh the most at was Psycho Sid, Booker T, and Stevie Ray. Those three. because Flair was laughing, he was gone.
He went, "Oh God!" You could hear him in the background. Patrice O'Neal pointed that out. Patrice O'Neal was just, if you listen to him.
Are you fucking up?
For a little bit.
Okay.
Oh. Now I said I didn't know that Patrice O'Neal used to write for WWE, but him explaining the Shockmaster debut was one of the funniest things I've heard.
Yeah, I saw they glitching up like crazy. Like we found out Black Star's on the road tonight. Like Black Stars has been glitching up all night.
But Booker T, but Booker T, Stevie Ray, and Psycho Sid, because like Psycho Sid did not give a fuck. That man did not care. So I'm gonna whoop your ass. I was like, wait, what? You saw this motherfucker fall to the floor. Freaking the British Bulldog was laughing. It's like he fell his ass. He fell his fucking ass.
What got me was the oh god. Oh, like they knew, like they didn't trust the fact they knew there was going to be a botch.
I'm about to pull up the bum out of the week real quick before we get up out of here.
All right, go ahead.
On
Who's
highly
that, Chris
expensive.
Jericho?
You're making it too easy.
Oh, you
On a highly
like wasn't
expensive
a Del Rio
council
getting his head kicked, getting his head flying all across the Tokyo Dome.
Uh-oh,
Like it's Miracle Croca.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's great.
You should play the Jackass theme next time.
Why?
Or
Who
Benny
told
Hill.
him to do?
But the thing
Who
is, he
told him to
he
do
fell
that?
through the table after that shit. That's the funny shit. Like,
Who told him to do that? Because that person should get fired immediately.
I'll play that one more time. Hold on, I'm gonna cue it up again.
Tell if you know what to do.
Yeah, cue it up real quick.
Oh,
Hold on, give me 1 second.
I gotta find it.
Oh man.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, give me 1 second. Oh.
Call ambulance, come and pick up your payball.
All right, there we go. All right, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead. Uh-huh.
He ain't play it.
Oh, I thought you gotta play a clip first.
Yeah, like it's a second play and then went back to the
Oh.
S5.
There you go.
Oh man.
Go ahead, play it.
I just played. Wait, what the whole thing to play through?
That is perfect.
It
This
does
is
fit.
so perfect. He didn't even hit the table.
Oh god.
This theme is perfect for this.
Yeah, I got like one random thing. This is like totally random. It has nothing to do with wrestling. But y'all know the actress slash writer Issa Rae?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Issa, listen. I like you, Issa. You're cool and all, but I know for a fact you were at those Diddy parties, which is this is looking hella suspect, my girl. Like you look hella sus. So I'm gonna need for you to come out and talk about what your interaction was at these parties, because we're in middle February. Before you know it's gonna be March. That trial is gonna come once we get into spring. So if you got any skeletons in that closet, I suggest you reveal them before it's too late. I like you, East, but you looking real sus right now. I just got
Issa, come to the congregation.
Well, what happened though? 'Cause I mean, it seemed like a lot of people was involved in that shit. Nobody's really gonna talk until somebody starts snitching, really.
Yeah,
Hold on, did
LeBron,
that
he
shit
was a
even
part of
play
it.
on the council shrine? The shit didn't play.
No.
Hold on, wait, my bad, y'all.
But they left the party early though.
That's what they all
Yo,
say.
that makes me think about Jagged Edge. Where the party at? That hits different now. Oh my god.
Oh, no. And they dropped a new album too. Damn.
Hey, where the party at?
Don't ruin
by
that
the way,
song for me, dude.
No, you can get up my.
Like, oh, by the way, Meek Mill, it's time for you to disappear.
He's already disappeared. I haven't heard nothing or seen him yet.
Right. He said it's time for him. Like that motherfucker been left.
Like everybody, like everybody was all like, "Oh, why was Meek Mill at WrestleMania?" I was like, as soon as he said, he said, "Daddy," that was ball game over.
That motherfucker stay ashy. How you ashy and dirty at the same time?
Y'all seen all the backlash? Well, I can't even say all the backlash. That's like it's really on Twitter, but there's a certain demographic of people that like really didn't like Kendrick's halftime performance, and to those people, all I'll say is, "Hey, man, it wasn't for you. You enjoyed your fucking 50+ years of white artists and white dancers. Let us have one. It's our turn." So I
Didn't Hogan say something about that? Hogan was saying that he
Hogan
couldn't
was
Hogan just shut the
understand
fuck
him.
up.
He was
Hogan
waiting
said it was
for Willie Nelson to come out. Like
like, what era are you living in, motherfucker? Good lord.
right.
There was no white representation.
It's
Oh,
funny
I'm
too because
sorry.
it's
You're
funny
like
because Trump is getting rid of DEI and they're for it,
exactly.
and the same people who are happy DEI is getting got, they're mad because all the dancers were black. Oh, we want white dancers, but aren't y'all the same people that said y'all don't want DEI? Like they chose the dancers that were the most talented. Guess what? They were black. Like
Exactly.
I don't think
Like
they
you know,
understand what that actually is.
Zero.
exactly.
They don't.
like you know for a solid fact, next year's Super Bowl is gonna be white as fuck.
yep.
I told you, man, don't vote for something you might need later. And look at
Watch them
that.
choose. I'm predicting next year it'll be like Sabrina Carpenter, like some really white chick. That's what they're gonna do.
Oh, it probably be that girl that they told Babyface to get out the way to interview. I don't know her name, but it probably be her. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
At
know
the
that you're talking.
Grammys.
No,
It
it's gonna
probably
be
be
worse.
somebody like that.
Like no, it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be like Zach Brown band or some shit like that.
No, you know
It's gonna be
what?
bad.
I don't even get mad when people complain about the halftime show because they complain about it every year, no matter who's performing.
It's about to be
Like, like literally every year they complain about the halftime show, no matter who's on stage with them. So
like it's about to be the halftime show presented by Honky Tonk.
Like it gotta be an artist that's universally liked, you know? Like that when Michael Jackson was up
That'll
there,
never happen.
when the whole world stood still while he was over there, he's one of those people that's like universally liked. Doesn't really matter in terms of culture. Everybody, liked him in
Yeah.
terms of as a artist. But like in my opinion, I could understand like people not liking rap or whatever and not caring for the performance, but there are people who are making it a racial issue. Like you're not going to watch the Super Bowl and see somebody you like on a yearly basis. So every year there's some type of different type of representation. So some people made it worse than what it should have been. If there's no white dancers, then y'all gonna have to step it up. That's it.
I agree. You can't please everybody, and like, please. There's been
right,
a lot of Super Bowl performances from before, white or black, and they didn't systemically, surgically go through their performances like how they doing with Kendrick. Like they're trying to look for every single thing, and I get it because that's a delivery that Kendrick Lamar puts out there. You got to really hone in and study his bars when it comes to the visuals of his performances. I get it. But for motherfuckers to sit there and say, oh, they didn't really understand what was going on, they couldn't understand what he was saying, you really wasn't listening then.
well, the same people that say they don't understand are the same people that complain that music is trash now and that needs to be more think pieces. But then
Yeah, exactly.
when you get an actual think piece, you bitch about that too.
Watch the Super Bowl next year. Being in Atlanta is gonna be white as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't sit there and be like, oh, if it was somebody else, oh, look at this nonsense and the popcorn, bubbly shit.
But
I
I
guess.
don't. I just don't understand in general, like what the haters were expecting. Because whenever you have like a halftime performance, it's always going to be one of two things: either someone just kind of doing like a best of hits, or someone doing a statement. Like one of the others. So that's how it
And the
always
dude
is.
performed. He performed the track that he won a shitload of Grammys off of. Can't blame him for doing that.
Watch Kanye produce the halftime show next year.
oh
I don't even
god,
want to
that
hear about
probably
this guy. Oh my god.
Kanye has not been in the right frame of mind in like forever.
Fuck
This is the
Kanye.
real Kanye. I don't know why people are surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either.
The
Fuck him.
problem is, motherfuckers keep defending this man. Like,
He lost the plot
yeah.
when he said slavery was a choice. I was kind of done after that.
Dude said it
Wow.
again and called himself a Nazi. Like, this dude is not right in the head.
He been saying that shit for years though.
Hitler was so fresh. I'm like, oh, good lord, no.
He been saying that shit for years. Fuck him.
No, I want graduation Kanye back.
That ain't
Jesus.
happening.
That's gone.
I know it's gone, and that bothers me.
What was the song? I'm coming home again.
Yeah, you went home, all right.
You're right. Then he get divorced from his wife as of late.
Yeah.
That's
How you
it's
get?
supposedly
Yeah,
not
actually,
true.
it's actually really sad. I don't even know if I should even be saying this shit because it's pretty fucked up. He had said recently that his first experience with sex was like his dad had left like a dirty magazine around, and he saw the magazine and he started reading it when his dad wasn't there, and he was like 5 or something. So that was like the beginning of his addiction. There are some celebrities who legit have had like, a sex addiction or porn addiction, like Terry Crews. He's pretty open and honest about it. Uh, he said also in that same interview that like when he was with Kim, he would watch Kim's sex tape all the time. Like now they're married at this point, by the way. So you're watching your wife get like slowed down by another guy. That's just weird. So,
Happy Valentine's Day.
hypersexuality, like hypersexuality is a thing. Like then that is a real condition. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on at home, in the head. But like the amount of money this guy has, I mean, you have the money to get that shit fixed. So I don't really feel sorry for him anymore. It's just
Tiger Woods was literally banging everything in sight. Hasn't won since.
All days off was goody. Shit, we
Honestly,
about to fall back.
money can't fix mental illness, to be honest. So he can have
Hell
all
no.
all the money in the world. Kanye far gone. Long
mental
time ago.
illness. Mental illness isn't an excuse anymore. He's high off nitrous and that fried what's left of his brain.
Oh no,
Yeah,
mental illness definitely plays a part in it. Like,
yeah, but
Absolutely.
they weaponize it too much.
yeah, I'm not saying because of him having that he should get a slap on the wrist or people should just be like, oh, just ignore him. No, this dude.
No, that's what I'm saying. That like people are using that as
Yeah,
an excuse.
I know.
That's not an excuse anymore.
I definitely know what you're saying, and it's
I
like
miss
people really need to watch this motherfucker be because if he's supposedly a billionaire with that mentality, watch that motherfucker be.
Like to me, this is
He
who he's
got too
always
much
been.
influence. He got too much influence with that much money.
Yeah.
I
Like,
miss
to
the
me-
days when Kanye was like underground and like no one knew who he was in like 2003, 2004, where like only like really hardcore like people knew who he was. And there's like a YouTube thing. If you go on YouTube, I don't know like if it's meant to be a shit post or something, but there's like this series of videos on YouTube where it's like Kanye beats in 2003 be like it's like a sample kind of like they're all like 50-second clips and they're like really good. Does anybody ever do that? Like, do you ever like listen to like a famous rapper or a famous singer, or like listen to some of their early work? Like they sound unrecognizable, like completely different
Of
people.
course.
It's scary. It's like they've been totally absorbed into Hollyweird and the Illuminati and all the other weird stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? Like do yourself a
Leo,
favor.
what it do
After this is
though?
over, go on YouTube and like listen to a Jay-Z track from like '97. You're not gonna recognize his voice at all. It's creepy, legit.
But
Like
I
to
wanna
me,
say Illuminati and all that extra shit. Like when it comes to like certain artists like that, people just get older. When you get older, you just sound different. Like with me, like you listen to like my music that I had from before, or you seen my videos from before. It's definitely not the same. I sound very different.
like
I'm
to
not
me,
part of the
like
Illuminati. Fuck.
and to me, like this may sound harsh, but I'm gonna say it. To me, this is who Kanye has always been, deep down inside.
Yes.
He didn't want to play the music that he wanted to play. He wanted to play Hitler Walks. He didn't want to play Jesus Walks.
Yes. No, I don't know about that part, but yes, she's been a mongoloid for a very long time, and people just want to ignore this shit.
Like the dude played porn in front of. Hold on.
Shouts go out to King Leo. What's goody? All days off. But I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get up out of here, B. I got a long weekend. I appreciate all of y'all for pulling up and saying what's up. Especially you, Tati. Tati, let them know what you got going on next week.
Yes. Same old, same old. Y'all can see me on Wrestle Tati. I will be live tomorrow night for AW Grand Slam. Whenever AW Ring of Honor is on, I'll be live.
All right. And you already know this dude TKO got that track out right now. Yeah, I already
Yes,
know.
sir.
I'm on my way to 800. We on our way to 800. You know what I'm saying? We climbing up there like this dude. What's this cokehead name?
You got to be more specific.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, the dude that's climbing climbing up the mountain, climbing up Mount Everest.
Darby Allen.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Climbing up to 1,000. We climbing up to 1,000 like this dude Darby Allen.
Holy shit.
This dude had got PTO just to climb Mount Everest, and they really letting him do this shit. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Y'all really letting him do this shit. Like y'all still got time for him to come to his senses or talk to him like, yo, my dude.
They tried.
No.
I'm sure they tried. This is the same dude that throws himself through glass. Like
He
the bump.
wants to legit go to the top of the mountain and plant an AEW flag. Well, bro, if you fucking live, I hope you got your camera. Or you're
Fucking live.
Do it.
They better
Fucking
put
live,
the
he's
belt
fighting.
on him. If he does that shit, they better put the belt on him immediately.
Immediately.
Immediately. It's no like
Hell
that's
no.
it.
If he survives this.
And then he don't get a helicopter ride off the mountain. He comes right back down that fucker. Hey, that's it. That's your champion right there.
Nah, that dude will probably snowboard down that bitch.
Man.
It's crazy because he tried to do this last year and God
got ran over
came
by a bus,
through
didn't he?
and broke his foot. Remember,
Yeah.
Darby was supposed to go after losing the tag titles. He
Yeah.
broke his foot
He got ran over
and
by a bus,
got
right?
hit by a bus.
Yeah.
Hit by a fucking bus. And a New York City bus. Okay, that's worse.
And
Okay.
this is why.
And he's still
this
going.
Right, and this is why a lot of fans are telling TK to pivot, because right now Darby's training for Mount Everest. Most people train their whole lives for it. So right now, I actually have the data in front of me. The average climb of Mount Everest, assuming you survive
Don't let
and
him
you
live.
don't die, the average climb is 10 weeks. That's 2 months.
2 months
2
of
months.
climbing?
Yes, 2 months.
But I know
That's
I
how
know it
long.
has to have like rest spots within the mountain because you have like certain
Yeah.
caves within the mountain. You got
Right, he can rest next to all the dead bodies that's on that damn mountain.
Right. So he's training now. So when he's done training, he still has to do the actual climb. And assuming he doesn't die, That's 2 more months of TV. He's not going to be there. I'm
Is
sorry.
he going live for this shit though? That's the main question. Is
I
he
have
gonna
no
go
idea.
Ain't no
live for
Wi-Fi
this?
over there.
All I know is this: like with the training in 2 months, you can't fucking keep the title on Mox until that. Like you got to take this shit off of him, bro. We
Just
can't get
climb.
4 more months of this. We cannot get 4 more months of Death Riders. You got to pivot, TK. You can always
Just
give
climb
Darby
Mount.
the belts another time.
Just go to Africa, climb Mount Kilimanjaro, call it a day.
But speaking of AEW, what's the card for tomorrow, TKO? You got the card up? What's going on for that? What's that? Grand
Wait a
Slam?
minute, y'all think that Moxie's gonna hold that title until Darby's ready to be champion? Is that what you're saying?
If Edge is not gonna beat him, who else is gonna beat him?
I think that was the initial idea because at the time, no one really understood how long this process of the climbing was going to go. But Mox, in storyline, he took Darby off of television, and he took him off of television so that Darby can prepare for the climb and then actually do the climb. He's preparing for the climb right now. Last I heard, the climbing exhibition starts in April. So that means he's training for the rest of this month, training for all of March, and assuming the climb goes successful, that means that the month of April and May, he'll be climbing Mount Everest. And assuming he doesn't die, that would mean he could come back to AEW television by June or July.
But I thought he was training from before. I thought he was training for like years. He's only training for a few months.
We told you he got it. He stopped. His training was cut short because he was injured.
But anyway, the point is, under the best case scenario,
he's not climbing that shit.
He's gonna climb it, bro. He's fucking
No,
crazy.
he's gonna do it. Y'all never seen Darby doing all that crazy white boy shit on the internet.
Right.
But this is Mount Everest. This is something different now.
You don't think he's crazy enough, bro? You don't think he's crazy enough to do this shit?
He going.
Yeah.
This is.
I don't know if he's coming back.
But the important part is that if everything goes right and he climbs the mountain, and you're saying, okay, so Mox is dropping the title to Darby, that would mean that Mox has to still be champion for like the first quarter of this year. That means he's got to be champion for like until like summer. I'm sorry, that's not good. No, TK needs to pivot. You can always give it to Darby some other time. Like, no, I'm not trying to do
If anything, he should. If anything, if he doesn't drop the belt to Edge, he could always pivot to either Hangman or MJF, like the winner
Give
of
it
that.
to Omega. I keep on saying this. Nobody's listening to me. Give it to Omega.
I don't think Kenny
Omega is not ready to be champion right now, bro.
I don't care who you pivoted to.
Give it to him.
All I know is we can't do a Death.
I'd give
can't
it
do
to
this Death Rider
Ospreay
shit
before I give it
till
to
the
Omega.
summer. What? All I know is we can't do a Death Rider. This shit can't keep going on to the summer, bro. It's not good. You can only do long-term storytelling if the angle's actually hot. Like, as much as I didn't like the Bloodline, most people liked it. That's why it went on for it's still going on. Like, what's this?
Old
Like, year
Days Old
4?
said put the belt on Lashley.
Yeah, that would work. That would
That
actually
would definitely work too, but would you really give Lashley the tag titles and the world title right now, though?
But you're gonna have to turn them face.
They're already face.
No, but they're over as fuck though.
They're singing their entrance music every week, bro. Did you hear
That's
that?
what I'm saying. Like first you're gonna have to turn them face, then you're gonna have to have Shelton and Lashley beat the dog shit out of Castagnoli and
now Wheeler Yuta. You know Wheeler Yuta's the punching bag, bro.
You're a ballad. They just found the body of a British explorer who went missing 100 years ago.
Like it's actually against the law. It's actually against the law to remove the bodies on the mountain. Because as morbid as it is, those bodies are checkpoints. Yes. I studied this when I was in school. There's a guy halfway through the mountain. He's got on like a green windbreaker jacket from like the 80s, and he's got like those jacket pants that you used to see people wear like in the 80s. he's like in a declining position. He's at the halfway point. I don't know the guy's name, but they leave the bodies on the mountain for checkpoints. It's like playing a game, like a long level in a game. So it's against the law to remove their bodies. So like if you die, we freeze people. So like if you die on the mountain, you literally have to leave your body there, unless like you die at the beginning. Then
Well, of course he said if you die there, you gotta leave your body there. Like who else is gonna leave your body there?
We freeze people. We freeze people.
Freeze people.
That's crazy. But nobody's even considering the fact that our stepdaddy Christian got the money in the clipboard thing. So he can cash in on anybody.
He about to have that shit for months.
Oh, on the bright side, at least we know it's good for. It looks like it's good for longer than a year.
I agree, man. He needs to cash in on Mother Wayne. I mean, she's there every week. Like, what are we doing, Christian? You're my hero. Come on.
You are holding on to that for dear life.
He should have did it on Valentine's Day.
Christian,
no, he should have did it when they first got together.
Christian, you're my only hope.
I already got my hope with Jacob Fatu, so maybe this might happen for you.
Darby gonna see Glacier at the top. Like, damn, took you long enough.
Oh my God! What's wrong with you guys?
Let's get out of here, B. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, B. I'm about to play this guy TKO track. Let him know the name of that shit one more time.
Yeah, man. We out of here. This is my brand new single, On Your Body, featuring Gio and Zeke J, off my upcoming EP. Holla at me. Music video drops March 3rd.
That's the vibes, B. Let's get to it.
Alrighty.
That boy Gio.
Yo, T Breezy. What we say?
Let's go.
Get y'all easy. Yeah.
I'm looking at you from a distance. Got you on my mind, baby girl, please listen. See you over there hanging with your bestie. I can see your halo, shorty, come bless me. She got a waistline like water, so hot, made me wanna give you a daughter. Damn shorty, you know what you doing. It's a win-win, ain't no way we losing. So fly from your head to your toes, ride or die for sure. It's all about you, I don't play no games. I don't waste time calling you my lady. I like her, I like you too. Bring it back, I'ma make it do what it do. Send it my way, girl, whatever you like. Looking so good, it feels so
you're moving and you look great. Tryna make your mind open, ain't too late. And you know you're fine. Always stay on my mind. Tell me you're gon' pop for me like I will for you. How that is, show you my love is so real and true. I won't waste your time, no. I'm on your body for sure.
Dip on your body like cocoa butter. Your body wet up like you, they in the shower. Ever fresh, ever clean, girl, you not sour. I've sitting for you long like Eiffel Tower. Take out my camera, video in the hotel room of Canada. Put up on my Snapchat and my Instagram. Me no care where your man say. Me no give a damn car, you have the attention. Bad girl like you deserve a detention. Want take sitting and chubby in your center. Matter of fact, where you appearing for. Forward of my place up at Washington DC, turn you from a side chick into a wifey. Black president, make everything nice, You the baddest chick, yeah, that I see.
And when you move